Good morning, friends. Welcome to MyFundedFutures and MyFundedTV. I am Terry Trades, and we have our amazing, energetic, expert, powerful trader, Tom Sabo. Hi, Tom.
Good morning, everybody. Hello, welcome, Terry. Good to see you back. Hello, everyone in the chat. Good morning. Special hello, as always, to Abhishek and Magnus, Trevor, Nate, Aaron, everybody at MyFundedTV crew. It's so good to be back. I do know that today is going to be super special, right, Terry?
Super special.
All right. Oh, yeah.
Super special.
I am super excited. Pew, pew, you know, that's what we're going to do.
You were killing it yesterday, and the day before, and all last
I
week.
mean, we had a good run, right? And I can't wait. By the way, this is going to be today. Of course, we're going to have so many things going on, chat. Stay here. You know, the routine, smash the likes. We're going to check the numbers and everything, but I'm just so excited. We're going to have so much fun.
We have this today.
I see that. Yeah, I see.
What?
You see, I told you guys. I told you that she's going to do it.
Yes, and we have special guests. Our host, Methodical Man and Pine Tree Trader, will be joining us throughout the hour and a half special today. So we do have the roundtable also today, and we will be listening to your questions and comments. You're hearing your actual voices from our community. So I cannot wait to do this.
Oh my gosh, this is, I mean, last time when we did that, I was like, this is next level. I want to hear you guys. I want to hear your voices. So let's get in there. Let's do it.
Yes, exactly. So we will be doing this first segment until 10:30. And then at 10:30 to 11:30, we have Forex Ike, and he will be doing a special segment for you also.
Oh yeah, it will be super fun, guys. Stay tuned, smash the likes, share the stream link. And we might gonna talk a little bit about the charts first, right?
Yes, absolutely. We must hear your market analysis, Tom. Let's go to the charts.
Let's jump in.
Hey, and look, it's Pine and Methodical Man. Welcome.
Look
What's
at
up?
that. Look at
Hello,
that.
hello.
Hey, Pine. Hey, Myth, the traveling trader. Myth is back. We know he's back. He's been back for a while. Oh my gosh. All right. Let's just quickly, let me go through the chart of what happened, kind of a summary or summarize it, what happened throughout the London session and earlier on. So we're kind of ranging here, right? This is the 5-minute chart here on NQ, and the range is like, it's quite decent, by the way. So about 130 to 140, 50-ish points, which is okay, right? It's kind of cool. But as you see it on the 5 minutes, it's got overlapping candles everywhere. We're definitely, you know, the market is definitely trying to figure out its way, like where should we go, where should we not. In the London session, I was only able to scalp again, like I'm telling you guys, in the past couple of weeks, it's just scalping on the lowest time frames ever. But we were kind of bouncing up to a 1-minute supply zone multiple times, and then we kind of went back into the mid-level, to midnight level, sorry, at 7:43. Now, one more information piece here is that we have a 1-minute demand zone down there at 711, and a little bit lower, somewhere around, actually that's 699. A picture perfect 5-minute demand zone lower. So if you ask me, am I bullish or bearish? Definitely bearish for the rest. Well, at least until the market, well, definitely until the market open, and most likely. And I'm hoping that the AM session is going to continue being bearish. Otherwise, I don't have any levels, really. I checked the 15-minute. I checked everywhere. There's just nothing I think it can go. Although, if you switch to the 1-hour chart, it just looks terrible. I'm going to take the markings off and just look at the 1 hour. Terrible. It's almost like a barcode chart. It's like one of the worst here. And if you zoom out, on the 1 hour, it kind of gives you the impression that it's just accumulating some positions here or orders and might want to take another step lower, which is going to be around 29,520. I do see a possible sell side liquidity level down there. So continuation of like a sell-off, that's really something I would prefer, although we never know. There are some news always, right? Headlines and everything. But yeah, that's what I see right now on NQ. Quick look on gold. Gold is like melting. I feel like, yeah, we just went through 4K. Very important psychological level here again. I think I might just have to switch to the daily here. Oh my gosh, yeah, below 4K right now. If you ask me how far, there's a swing low at 39.64. You know what? Easy. It can definitely go lower. Although this is the new contract. I mean, on the previous contract there would be not so many gaps, but I think it can still go lower. If you switch back to the 5-minute, if you ask me, should we just start to buy? Definitely not. Okay, definitely I would not buy this. The first area where I would look for buys, and that's quite a bit higher, that would be like at 4,034-ish level. So until then, this is no bueno. I'm definitely not going to buy gold, and seeing this huge drop, I don't even want to participate in gold. So just a quick look on ES again. ES, oh my gosh, ES is even more terrible. If you look at the, I'm sorry to say this, I'm not really trading ES, but I know many of you guys liking it, but we are right. I don't even have volume profile chart on, but I would bet that this is right in the center of the volume of the point of control right now. It's a coin toss right now on ES. Maybe on the 1 hour chart, we could see some stuff. Oh yeah, we have a 1 hour fair value gap lower at 74.07. I think we put it there yesterday. Actually, that's a good target. If ES wants to go a little bit more bearish, let it be. At least it will help us to pull down NQ a little bit more. But as always, at least personally, my favorite is NQ. Maybe Pine and Myth will have something for you guys on ES or gold, but we'll be reactive as always. But that's all I have. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Tom.
You're welcome.
Are we going to do some of this? Pew, pew.
We will, 100%. I can't wait for it. Wait for it.
I think Pine and Myth, you guys both do the pew, pew.
They do so much stuff, they can't speak about it right now.
Scalping, right?
A little
scalping.
sniper.
Oh, we're talking about scalping. Okay, yeah, of course. I think Pine is an excellent scalper, by the way. I know Myth is like, yeah, well, you can do anything you want, right, Myth? You can go in for just 5 points with 5 minis. Just joking, but you can do that.
We stick to the 1 to 2 micros, Tom.
Oh, yeah,
we,
sure.
We don't do that full port stuff. We don't do that.
Oh, yeah, of course not, guys. We're just joking. We left that behind years ago, so it's not happening.
It was in the past. It's in the past.
Yeah, it's in the past.
But speaking of the future, let me take a look at the news, some news that we should be aware of. At 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we do have new home sales. We have crude oil inventories if you trade crude at 10:30. And let's see, that is about it as far as scheduled news goes. Of course, we will stay vigilant regarding headlines. I'm not seeing any major red highlighted headlines. Nope.
Yeah, I'm checking it too, but there's nothing. So again, if you're looking for any sort of news, well, it will be the Trump tweets and some headlines, maybe. That's it.
Yes. Okay, before I share the current promos, I do want to share this. I can share my screen.
Okay.
Everyone, we would love to hear your voices. We want to hear your comments, your suggestions, your questions for any of our hosts. You can go here to speakpipe.com/MyFundedTV, and then you can record us a message, and we will be playing some live on our show this morning. So make sure you go and let us know what you're thinking. Questions, of course, stay appropriate.
We want to hear your voice, but not like that ASMR thing, all right? But please have some good, just joking, guys, it's joking. We're going to cut this off. But have some great questions. We'd love to answer anything about risk management, trading strategies, psychology, anything trading related. It will be amazing.
Yes, I can't wait to share them in a little bit here. But as far as the current promos, here we go. So we do have 20% off of the rapid accounts. These are the daily promo accounts, or daily payout accounts. These are the ones that Pine Tree Trader has been getting so many daily payouts from. We also have the Pro plan, and the Pro plans are still 30% off. As you can see, any size. Using code YouTube, of course, every time you use code YouTube, it does help to support the channel. Thank you so much, you guys. And then we also have, let's check on the builder plan. I know we had that really great promo that just ended yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
The builder plan, we still have 40% off, which is very nice. As you can see, you save $61. That is fantastic. This is the plan that you can pass in as little as 1 day and then get payouts every 2 days. End of day drawdown in the MyFunded. And then we have our flex plan. We have 10% off using code YouTube. And those are the current promos.
Oh yeah, just remember, type in the code YouTube, you will get the best available discount ever. So that's your guarantee right there. Thank you so much for the support, everybody. And before we move on, I'm just gonna, okay, there's something. Is that was the sound? I know it.
I heard it. I
heard it. Okay.
Everyone drop everything you're doing, as Tom says. Just drop.
Exactly.
Run into our chat. Make sure you get your name on the forum for a chance to win a free account from MyFundedFutures. You do have to be present to win, so make sure you stick around. And then if your name is called within chat, make sure you tag at MyFundedFutures prop firm to claim your prize. Good luck, everyone.
Good luck, everybody. So let's get locked in. And by the way, as I said before we move on, I just want to do a quick refresh of how we're doing with the likes and the views. Thank you, everybody. 95 already. That's actually a really good one. Thank you so much. We are 95 likes. We can easily get to 200. Let's go. I like it. Guys, so I know I said it like a gazillion times. I'm going to say it one more time. This is how it works. It's scientifically proven. We need to feed the YouTube algorithm. So thank you so much if you're watching us on X or TikTok. Please hop over to YouTube. Just a few clicks away, all right? Please smash the like. Make sure to subscribe. Share the stream link with everybody, especially with your ex-boyfriend, girlfriend. That matters the most. So send it everywhere and just go there, smash the like. Let's get that 200. Let's get those subs. Let's get to 70K as soon as possible. This is how we get more exposure to the channel. Let's build it together. You see that? Pine is already doing it, you know? Something is happening there. Anyway, just smash it, and let's do it together. Thank you so much, everybody.
Let's do it. I did see that this form in chat isn't for the duck race, so we will be doing 2 separate giveaways. That's awesome. Thank you, MyFundedFutures.
Thank you. Well, you know, one more reason to stick around, but not just for that, because we always have exciting topics, conversations. So it's not just about trading today, by the way. I think I can get you guys to know that, but it's not just about trading. We have some really good things to talk about, right?
Oh, yes, exactly. We have a lot of great topics to discuss and argue and fight, debate.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait to fight.
Are you ready, Myth?
I'm ready. Listen, the only thing I got to say right now is 200 likes. That's rookie numbers. We need 300 likes. Come on, Tom.
Maybe I was asking, I could have asked more. Like 300 should be the next standard.
Yeah, we got to pump those numbers up. 200, come on. 300, let's go.
Well, yeah, I do like the 300 much more. Maybe we can do something more if we reach 300. So let's just get to 300. I like it.
Let's do it. Pine, are you ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
Arguing with us?
Yes. Yeah, I'm ready. Ready to go. Fired up.
I'm definitely ready.
Fired up.
1 million likes. Oh, wait.
1 million. 1 million.
I like that. I like that.
Maybe one day.
So market is going to open in about 15 minutes. Let's take a look at our topics for today that we will be discussing.
Let's see it. Oh, wow.
Take a look, you guys. This is what we're going to be going head to head for.
Okay. I like it. I like it.
So the first one will be scaling into losers, smart risk management or account killer. Will trading bots replace manual traders? Is discretion hurting your mechanical strategy? Is the New York session the only session worth trading? And then the final one will be stop out and flip bias or stop and reassess. This is the classic where you're like long, you get stopped out, you immediately go short, and then you get stopped out, you go long again. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? So all of the topics are really about like making money, right? The theme of today is making money, and we will be arguing, discussing, debating these topics. What are you thinking, Tom?
I think I'm already liking these topics. So these has been chosen. One of the reasons I think, and I know, is because these are burning questions for you guys in the community and everywhere. So we do get these questions. We know that these are really interesting ones, and I think I think these are a must. We need to talk about this because even more experienced traders has something to say about. I mean, everybody. To get to know some answers is good for the rookie traders. It's good for more experienced traders, but there are so many ways and so many angles for each and every topic right here, right? So many different angles to look at this.
Yes, exactly. And I imagine Pine and Myth, you both have strong opinions about these topics.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we could definitely to dive into some of these. So, they're very interesting, especially the first one. Will bots replace manual traders?
Well, it will be interesting for sure. I do have something to say about that, but I can't wait to get there.
All right, let's kick it off. Let's start with the first one. I don't think anything's really happening in pre-market right now, right?
No, nothing right now. Nothing.
Okay, let's do it. Let's knock out the first one. Scaling into losers, smart risk management or account killer. Let's get started. Pine, kick us off.
Well, for me, it's an account killer. I'll absolutely smash an account. No question about it. If I start to DCA into a losing trade, chances are it never works out for me. Occasionally it will work, and that always leads me to think like, well, it's going to work again, but it's not part of my regular strategy where I trade on momentum. I'm not much of a pullback trader. So if I try to scale in, it's usually I'm in that hope trade where I'm thinking, I hope it goes back to at least break even if I keep adding to my losing trade and averaging in. So for me personally, I think that it's no bueno, is what Terry would say. No bueno. I don't like to add into losers at all.
Pine says, no bueno, no way. This does not work for me. Myth, I have seen you actually scale into your positions. What are your thoughts about this one?
Yeah, so it number one, it depends on your strategy, right? So Pine Tree's a momentum trader. So for him, scaling in doesn't make sense. But for me, I start with appropriate position sizing with a single micro, and I have lower levels where I might get a starter position for if it's going to continue higher immediately so that I'm involved. And then I will have levels lower that I'm willing to add at. And kind of the idea there is that the market works in waves. So, you know, it doesn't just go straight up or straight down most of the time. And if you average in, eventually you're going to kind of get back out into profit. But it really comes down to what your overall strategy is, starting with the appropriate size. And I don't think if you do it in that fashion that it is an account killer. I think that it can make you a lot of money, and you can be successful doing it that way. But it comes down to starting with an appropriate size and also having a daily loss limit and having the discipline to be able to exit the trade if it hits your daily loss limit before it goes back up.
Okay, so Myth, you're saying make sure you do this with discipline. You have to stick to your daily loss limit. You must be disciplined if you're going to do this.
Exactly.
Okay, we have Myth disagreeing with Pine, but Myth also saying it depends on your strategy. What do you think about this topic, Tom?
Well, you know, I sort of agree a little bit more with Pine here, and I just want to say this is a very interesting topic. I would go with the mix because, like, I would like to go with both way. Like, it's not. I wouldn't call it an account killer, but you also have to be really on the top of your game with risk management. If you're scaling into the losing position, or at least you're in the drawdown, you got to have a very, very good target. So you got to have a very strong conviction about your analysis. So that's needed for that. Also, you got to accept the fact that your drawdown. So, for example, on a 50K account where you have like $2,000 of drawdown or maximum loss limit, you might have to accept the fact that you're going to be using much more of that space. So you might need to use like $1,000 or $700 or $800. Of course, the reward should be big as well. And the reason why I'm saying this is because I'm kind of testing out this system myself lately in the past couple of weeks myself. I say, if you know your target, if you know when to get out to leave some room on your account, it can work out, but you got to be good with your analysis, right? That's what matters, and that's it. You got to know when to get out and have a good analysis.
Yes. Okay. Thank you, Tom. Jan says it's good if it's pre-planned. If it's reactive, it's bad.
Exactly. Oh, I love that. If it's reactive, yeah, it's not good.
If it's reactive, it could be a sign of like revenge trading.
Yes.
Is that possible?
Yes. Yeah, I think so.
One of the things I think about how many times that your analysis is correct. You have the direction correct, but you end up getting stopped out if you have a very tight stop loss, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're like, man, if I could have just had a larger stop loss. Well, that's where DCAing and average in becomes an advantage. When your analysis is correct, however, you don't have that super tight stop loss, but you still have the daily loss limit that you're whatever you're willing to risk per day to be aware of. And so that's what I used to do. I would have a fixed 10-point stop. I get stopped out. The market would go in my favor after it stopped me out. And so I started going to the single micro entry just to kind of be a part of it. Mm-hmm. And then adding in at points that make sense. So,
yeah, I mean, if you like are trying to buy a breakout and the breakout fails and then you keep trying to average in on the, as it's pushing back down, that's never a good thing, but
yeah,
but if you're trying to like buy a support or resistance, you're trying to sell at resistance or buying at support, and then you're averaging in on that zone, it's not a bad strategy, but it's got to fit your strategy.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah. And also, we must not forget that when you're doing this, scaling into a drawdown or a losing position, like at that particular moment, it looks like a losing position. Yeah, the risk to reward ratios are completely upside down. Everything is changing. So the whole equation, because you're sticking to that level that you're looking for, and you just got to stick with that level. And as I said, you got to know when to pull the trigger. I'm sorry, when to pull the plug in this case. So it requires an extreme amount of mind awareness right there. So be careful.
Be controlled.
Yeah.
All right. Great job, guys. Let's take a look at Tom's chart. The market's going to open in about 6 minutes, and we will come back to these hot topics.
Yeah, these are good topics. So right now, the market doesn't really do anything. I mean, not much happened. We went down into the 1 minute demand zone, and we tagged the 5 minute too. So that kind of takes away the fun part, at least for me, because now I don't have a really good target to go for. I just switched to the 1 minute right here. There's a bearish pin bar at 9 a.m., which is quite interesting. We talked about this many times with Terry here. So all these pin bars around the market open before and after, they like to be repriced, or as some would say it, at least I heard it back in the years, they called it wick fill. So a wick fill situation is quite possible. But in terms of supply demand, again, I do come up with this term every now and then because you guys know I'm all about this. I don't see anything. So no level right now. And I don't want to scare anyone away because I do have a 5 and a 15-second chart opened up on my left here. But even there is just nothing. So we're less than 5 minutes away from the open. It's the waiting game right now, guys. Even if I would love to pull the trigger, there's no target. Without a target, no bueno again. Right? Yeah.
No bueno.
Yeah. No bueno. Exactly.
What do you see, Pine? Do you see anything on your chart?
Well, I think that we're putting in a big outside bar on a 2 minute and the 5 minute. I know, Terry, you've talked about this before. I think it's called market on open or something like that, where it's a lot like the market on close. I don't know if it's tipping its hat right now, and it swept that low, and then it's pushing back up right now. So I don't know if the buyers are stepping in or what, but I'm just going to be reactive to the market and look for my inside and outside bars.
Okay, you typically wait for the market to shuffle a little bit, or do you just like jump right in?
Yeah, I usually wait. If I hop in and too early, it's usually maybe I'm trying to pass an eval or something like that. But on the funded accounts, I generally try to wait a little bit, maybe 15, 20, 30 minutes into the markets. That's usually my best trades. I lose a lot of accounts 30 minutes before the market open and then 30 minutes after the market open. So like within that hour, I lose a lot of accounts. So it can be very boom or bust for me personally.
Yeah, it's good information to know about your trading styles.
Yeah, so I had a very good night last night on this pro account. I currently got it up to $7,344. I really, it's just, after I went tilty last week, I've been super patient with my setups. I just realized that I was just being impatient, and with all that market volatility, I was able to capitalize on it by just trading momentum on those candles and not really waiting for one of my setups. You know what I'm saying? And I was, and then once the market started to do that shift, I ended up not being able to adjust very well and end up losing an account. This has happened to me before. So for me, I just took a step back, said I really need to be patient and just wait for my setups. And last night we were crushing it, like, you know, just going like 6 for 6 on the trades, just waiting for setup.
Patience pays. That's huge that you're up 7K. Our pro accounts are 30% off using code YouTube. Myth, you trade the open and you trade, is it called the pre-orb or something like that?
Yeah, it's the pre-orb. It's the first 15 minutes or the 15-minute candle between 9 and 9:15 a.m. And basically, I just place an order like today. It's a pretty big range. I probably would not normally trade it on this big of a range. It's 94 points today. Typically like to have it less than about 60. So, but we'll give it a try. We're just going to look for 10 points. So I'll short 97.50 and I will long 92. So depending upon if it opens up inside the range or not. So
breakout trade.
Yeah, just a straight breakout trade. And Max likes it right there. You hear him.
Oh,
so.
That's good. Good to know.
Hi, Max.
I was waiting. Hello, Max.
Okay, less than 1 minute, the market's going to open. It looks like it wants to go and take you in on that sell side.
Yeah, I don't want to get tagged in before the open, but we'll see if it holds here or not. We still got 20 seconds, so.
This is so interesting because I really scanned all the time frames for levels. It's very rare, and it's just interesting that, especially on this day, I mean, I don't see anything that I want to go for. So no levels, but if I see something, I will take it. Oh, wow. Okay. We see a bit of a drop.
Open. Wow.
Tagged in, tagged out.
Woo!
Ooh.
Let's go.
Okay.
The pre-orb in action live. Let's go.
It works.
Oh, W's for Myth.
Yeah, it's about a 90% win rate on that trade right there. So that's why I take it.
Wow.
Okay. That was so fast. I love those trades.
That's an awesome trade. I'll tell a little story about that type of trade, not that particular trade in itself, but when I got my very first payouts ever, it was basically trading around the open and then just getting in and out of a trade, something very similar, making my $200, $300, $400 and moving on and going about my day and just shutting it down right after something like that. And ended up grinding up towards my very first payouts just by getting that one trade in a day. So pretty cool.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I target.
I took a long trade, by the way. My TP is 702.75. Just saying, I think it might gonna go back up there and try to take the opening high, but just an idea. I'm gonna put a stop lower. Sorry, I'm interrupting. Sorry.
No, it's okay. I actually kind of like it. ES is holding 74.42 here. As long as it holds that level, I think you're okay.
Yeah.
You were talking about the ES earlier. I'm personally looking for the ES to retest 7,400 and then maybe reclaim 74.15 for me to look for kind of an A+ long setup. That's the idea that I'm looking for. So
I like it. Well, so far it's kind of looked like a bear flag thingy. 702.75. I'm looking for what the opening high is like, somewhere around 711, but I might gonna hit the stop here, only 2 micro. I was looking for, so my anticipation was that this is just gonna be a fake out and it's gonna immediately bounce back up there. So far in the green a little bit. I hope I can get it. But 659 is my entry, 659, and this TP is 702, only 2 micros, so gotta be really careful. Let's go!
Yay! Let's go!
Let's go!
W's for Tom.
Let's go! But yeah, and now I don't know. We'll see.
Now you wait.
Now we wait.
Now
Yes.
we wait. So 2 winning trades, 2 in a row. Bang, bang. Myth
Bang,
and
bang.
Tom.
Pew, pew, pew. You know, that's how we do it.
I swear, scalping the open is like, it's a thing
Oh,
because there's so much volatility. And if you're trading volatility, breakout trades, quick scalps, it seems like this is the time to do it during opens, potentially. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
the 92 long just hit too. It just paid. So
Wow. Look at
just
this.
it ripped right through there, up to 812 straight off the 92. So
Wow.
that's the power of the
Okay.
pre-orb, guys. It's a real simple mechanical setup. If you're someone who has a 9 to 5 job and you just want to take 5-10 minutes a day and just kind of get a trade out, this is a mechanical strategy that you could trade every day.
Wow.
Has a high win rate, and you could just be done. So
Are you, did you say it's the 15-minute candle
it's the high and low between 9 a.m. Eastern and 9:15 a.m. Eastern. So
okay.
and
How
that's
did
it.
you come across this strategy? Is it just something you observed over time?
No, Husk actually brought it to my attention. He trades it a little differently than I do. You can make this a 2R strategy. He has about a 58% win rate if you go for a half gap for your stop. So half the gap would be the stop, and then you would have your target being 2R. So basically your target would be 94 points and your stop would be half the gap. So it'd be half that. But Husk brought it to my attention. I have tweaked it to kind of fit my personality. And it's going well. So, you know.
By the way, would you say that for someone who has a 9 to 5 job, it would be like, if he or she can spare some time at the market open, would it be a strategy or a way to start trading to get a bit of a time off at the job or at the business and just trade the first 30 minutes or 15 minutes? Or is it something that's possible to start with if someone doesn't really have too much time to squeeze that time out of the day, but at least the first 20 to 30 minutes? Is it possible to start with that?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, why
Okay.
not, right? Find something that's mechanical. Like
Yeah.
I said, that you don't have to think too much about, and just start off with that. And you know, like I said, I mentioned this has like an 88% win rate, but it is a negative R trade, right? I'm risking 80 ticks for 40 ticks. So when it loses, you have to win 3 days to kind of get back into profit. So
Oh yeah.
you keep that in mind. But yeah, for me, I'd rather see the higher win rate and the less
I'm long
loser.
YM.
So
You're
that
long.
sort of thing.
Okay. YM. Okay.
What are we long off of over there, Pine Tree? Is there an inside bar?
I was a little bit late, but I'm just long YM. Basically just an ORB break.
Okay, 5 minutes.
Yeah, I got a little bit late into it.
You trade
I was-
YM every day? Pine?
Hey, Forex Ike is in the house. He says someone say negative R&R.
Hey,
We
Forex
did.
Ike is here.
It is
Yeah,
negative
I-
R.
Also, yeah, Forex Ike's in the house. What's up, Forex Ike? You know, the funny thing is Forex Ike always preaches the side hustle. So you guys were just talking about someone that works a 9 to 5 and having trading as a side hustle, because Forex Ike works full time and uses trading as a side hustle. And
Wow.
and it's a good way to look at it, because I think if you put all your effort into trading for a living, it's very tough. A lot of people usually have a second job or another income coming in when you're trading full time. It makes it a little bit more easier.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the burden of having to get payouts consistently to cover your bills is not something that I wish upon anybody. So
Yeah, that's not good.
if you're skilled at it and you're able to do it, hats off to you. But it is a very difficult thing to do.
Who
So I might
here-
get stopped out.
Oh, shoot.
Stopped out. So it didn't work today. That's okay. It was
That's
worth a
okay.
shot.
I'm in a short. Sorry. I jumped into a short.
You're in a
again.
short?
I'm in a short again. Yeah. Yeah. But my TP is 715. Sorry, go on, Matt.
Yeah, I think a short's okay if ES can kind of lose that 58 level. Right now, it's kind of holding up there. We're also retesting the open and the close, trying to flip the market back red here from the overnight, from our 6 p.m. open yesterday. So the open at 766, the close at 750 from yesterday. Those are two key levels that I like to pay attention to. I expect reactions off those levels throughout the day. You know, it's important whether or not the market's flipping red or flipping green there. So if you can flip it red here, get back below that 750, I think you're probably fine.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a little bit weird right now. I thought that this is gonna be because the 1 minute chart created a zone instantly, and I thought that if it turns bearish after sweeping these highs, it might just gonna go down there. But I might gonna have to give back those profits from earlier because it seems like it wants to get back above the 800s and stay there. But it is what it is. We'll be looking for the next one.
Yeah, for sure. Also tapping into kind of that first presented gap there, if that's something that you watch. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I do like that too. But right now it's really interesting. There is some rejection from above 819, 820, but now it just feels like it's ready to push it one more time. We have Asia high up there at 891, so that might be a target here.
You also have the WeWap right there.
The WeWap, yes, we have the WeWap. The WeWap here.
ES is pushing towards the highs.
Yeah, they're diverging right here. Nasdaq's pulling back, ES is pushing. So if you get ES to hold below 72 here, that could be a really solid sign for your short.
Yeah, my TP is 717. Sorry, Pine, go on.
No, I'm short with you. We had that little inside-outside bar combo.
Oh, I see that. Yep.
So I'm taking that short too.
So what's the entry on the inside-outside bar to Pine? Because I'm not familiar. I know what they are, but I don't know what the entry is off the outside bar.
So I'm just looking for the break of the outside. So if you have the inside and then the outside, I'm just going to take the break of the outside bar. In this case, I went short at right around 750.
So you're using
and if it on the 2 minute, if it flip flops. So come on. Oh man, it just
come on. My TP is at 17. Come on.
Oh, I just hit my TP, but
nice. Let's go.
W's for Pine.
I tried to front run that 20 level, but anyway, so what I do is if it's a flip flop, so if you have an outside and then an inside, I'll just take the inside bar break as well. So there's
a sound.
Something I've been experimenting with lately, just evolving my strategy.
Guys, we got the forms about to drop in the chat here. Don't go to the bathroom after filling out the form. Unless you take your phone with you.
Let's go.
Let's go. TP is 717. Let's go. Oh my gosh, what a day.
What a day. Myth is telling us, everyone, don't go anywhere. Fill out the form for a chance to win a free account from MyFundedFutures.
This thing it is melting down here.
Yeah.
Looking like it wants to make new lows.
What do you think?
I mean, I wouldn't mind taking a short here if we kind of close down. It's a little bit low in the leg, though, so that's the problem. I'll probably end up just watching it just because the risk to reward's not there.
Yeah, I think it might want to sweep that 636 right now, so who knows?
Well, we got the overnight low, what, 577 or somewhere there? Yeah, or that was the previous day low, I believe, yeah. Overnight low almost tagged at 581s or something like that, so...
Okay, the 5 minute or below is 635. I think if we can break that low, it should be good for a quick scalp.
Yeah. It should be going lower. Look at that. Wow.
So guys, I have a confession.
Yeah.
I've been trading a lot of negative RR lately.
Oh no.
Oh
yeah,
no.
A lot of negative RR. Shout out Forex. Like, yeah, it's been naturally happening. I don't know what it is. It's just a lot of stuff that I've been back testing and a lot of mechanical setups, and it works. And the higher win rate just it helps me mentally every single day. But it's just been naturally trading a lot of negative R&R, especially on these outside bar candles. They're so large that the stop out is usually way up there or way below. Like you're talking 50, 100 points sometimes stop, and and I'm taking 20, 30 point TPs, that kind of stuff. So it's just been naturally happening.
It's funny that you mentioned it because ever since I started scalping more, there's just no way I'm doing it in a positive risk to reward. So it's just mandatory that I have to leave more room for the trade. So that being said, I agree with you, Pine. Negative risk to reward trades. I mean, that's the only thing that works for me in scalping. So, that's how it is.
Terry, did you enter the short?
No, I am queuing up our next part. I know, it's so juicy. Did you enter it?
I set my limit down too late.
Oh, shoot. It's okay. Every day there's so many of these orb trades. I love it. I love scalping off of the break and also the fail too, because it did technically not with the wick. It did break on the buy side. So sometimes when I see it break on the buy side and then it fails, it's a really good scalp on the sell side, on the opposite side of the orb. Yeah, let's do some community comments, questions. What do you guys think?
This should be fun.
Love it. I love it.
All right, let's do it.
Who's gonna talk first?
We're waiting.
I was like, who's gonna talk first?
Yeah,
no, not that one. Oh, maybe we don't. Okay, so these are the round tables. I wanted to play some of your beautiful voices.
That's all right.
Well, we'll get there.
They'll have to hear ours for a little while longer, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait. I can. Do we?
Market looks angry.
Is it?
Yeah.
I mean, this market is definitely after the whole London session and early New York, trading through this range, I'm just like not even surprised on this. So this is not the best, like at least including level wise, it's not good. We might be getting back into the range anyway. We'll see.
Okay. I can share my screen just so we have a beautiful graphic of send a voice message to MyFundedTV. There we go. Okay, let's play. Let's play a voice.
Let's play a voice.
Hey, I've been watching every day for a while now, and I just wanted to give a quick thank you to all the hosts for keeping me entertained and informed at work. The stream's been very educational for me. MyFundedFutures has been a godsend. It's changed my life. Yeah, thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Let's go. Positive message.
OMG.
We like that.
OMG. Oh, wow.
We're not here if it's not for you guys. So.
Yeah,
oh
100%.
my God. That was so great. Oh my gosh. That was so great to hear. Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Thank you so much. That just instantly warmed my heart. This is why we're here. We show up every single day to make a great show for you guys and to warm up your days and to build our community. That felt amazing to hear your voice. Oh my, what'd you think about that, Myth?
I loved it.
About his
Yeah,
comment.
always nice to hear positivity. So people, they enjoy what you're doing.
And that's a huge encouragement, by the way. But you guys, it's not just about the likes and being here, but the comments. And now that we have these voice messages, it really powers us like an extraordinary way. So thank you. It means a lot. It means a lot to everybody, the whole MyFundedTV crew. Let's not forget about our producers and everybody who's helping us in the chat. Abhishek, Magnus, Nate, Trevor, Aaron, everyone, all the co-hosts. Like, it really helps us a lot. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's listen to another one.
Let's go.
How did you decide on your strategy you trade today? Did you try many different ones, and what made you stick to the current one? I would also make a big thanks to all the hosts and mods. Have a great summer, and see you all on the green side.
Let's go.
I love it.
Oh, great message.
Who would like to tackle that first, Myth?
Yeah, sure. I personally tried probably every strategy under the sun. Here's the thing, and I say this all the time, and I'm sure you guys can relate to it. The strategy really does not matter, first of all. Risk to reward is what is most important, and there is no one strategy that you can transpose from one person to another. Tom and I could be using the same strategy, but if Tom's mentality is different than mine, he might be successful and I might not. So what you got to do is you got to find a strategy, number one, that works. You got to find a strategy that also works with your personality, because if you're a scalper, if you can't hold the trade for a 2R, a 3R, a 4R, then a 2R or 3R strategy is not going to work for you. And that's what I found out. I'm not a 2R trader. I'm a 1R or even a negative R trader. I like to see more wins and less losses, as opposed to maybe, 60% win rate where I'm winning 6 days out of 10 and still making money. But that strategy just doesn't work for me. So I found out very quickly that the higher R strategies don't work for me. And that's the most important thing. The strategy itself really doesn't matter all that much. So
the importance of fitting your personality with the strategy, it sounds like that was a key component for how you chose your strategy this morning, and just your strategies in general.
100%.
Yes. What do you think, Pine?
I agree with Myth. Really, I say this all the time. The strategy really doesn't matter. You can spend hours and hours and hours and hours studying all this good stuff, but just find a strategy that excites you, that you want to trade every single day, over and over and over again. You have to be excited about it. I think that's the best thing to do, especially when you're, and a lot like Myth is, I'm not a 2R trader. I'm not a 3R trader. I don't like, you could have a 20-30% win rate strategy that's very profitable if you're a 3R trader, a 4R trader. But for me, I like to sit right around that 70 to 80%. It just helps me mentally to trade, my particular edge every single day. And I found my strategy just by chance. I started trading the 5-minute chart by watching and listening to Al Brooks and Tom Hugard, things like that. And I just gravitated towards the 5-minute chart. And then, just like a lot of other people, I just went through the community indicators one day, and I was just clicking on community indicators, and I was going through all those indicators. And then all of a sudden, this outside or inside bar indicator came on, and I clicked on it, and it just clicked with me. I said, well, this is easy. I just take the breaks of these bars and put a proper risk setting, and that's it. And that's how I found my strategy.
So just
cool.
awareness, and then following upon it, trying them on for size. What I'm hearing from Pine and Myth, you both are saying you don't really know until you start trading these strategies, and then you can see if you can live with it. Like as far as how many R's you take, or if it's negative, if you can actually live with it and execute it like day over day over day.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So thank you so much, Mind the Dave. Thank you for your question and your comments. Let's listen to another one.
What about starting trading competition, like 1v1 trading competition? That's my idea. Thank you.
Ooh, he's suggesting a trading competition. What do you think, Tom?
Okay, so trading competition, that's really cool. We had like an in-house competition. I think it was last year. So that was really cool, and I do like competitions. However, and some of you guys might not gonna like what I'm gonna say. Competitions. So let me just say this. Let me see the positive things. Competitions are fun, good for the community. You can definitely learn things about from other traders, and spicing things up and everything. However, as I said, trading competitions are not really going to show the real edge of traders, although it could be, there could be some rules-based competitions, like very strict rules, and I'm not gonna lay out everything right now in detail, but I feel like I've seen competitions in social media, different type of competitions, like there's like no rules, and what you see there could be a little bit misleading if you see someone full porting an account and like, okay, that's amazing because that person just made $20,000, $50,000, which is cool, as I said, because it helps to build a community, it helps to build up, you know, more engagement, and that's really good and fun, of course. But trading competition, if you want to take it as a serious way to engage into day trading and to pick up some information, just remind yourself that it is not going to represent the type of trading that you would trade on your personal cash account or your funded account. So that's a different type of trading. Okay, so basically, in a nutshell, just remind yourself that it's not the same. Okay, it's good, it's fun and everything, but it's not the same. Just but you know what, why not? I'm always down to a good competition. I'm just saying, but just remember that, right?
You are, Tom? You're down?
I'm always down. Yes.
Pine, are you down?
I'm down. Yeah, Myth
Myth,
and I
are
have
you
been
down?
in.
Yeah, why not?
Yes.
Myth.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, I was gonna say, Myth and I have been in a competition before. It's not easy, especially. I think if you have a trading competition and it's a week long, then people are just going to be full porting, and it's not really going to show. But if you have a trading competition that's maybe a month or two, and trying to show that consistency that you can trade, it's a little bit different. But yeah, Tom's right. Trading competitions, people usually just full port and do whatever they can to try to get on that leaderboard. So
Okay. I'm kind of feeling like a trading competition we'll have to do between us four.
All right,
I
let's
feel
go.
like it's inevitable, right?
I'm scared of Terry. I don't want to go
Me
against
too,
Terry.
by the way. Yeah, I'm scared of Pine, by the way.
Let's get a poll up. Who do you guys think would win if we did a head-to-head competition between Tom, Terry, Pine, and Myth?
I'm voting Terry. I'm voting Terry. Terry is. You guys might forget, but Terry finished up in the top. What was it, Terry?
I think
Like
was it 7th or 9th?
Seventh or 9th out of
in the first-
thousands of traders.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
I think
she got a participation trophy, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh no, I won money.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
That's fired. Okay, MyFundedFutures just dropped a poll for fun, you guys, just for fun. Who do you think would win a trading competition between us four?
I'm at the last place. I already see that. Okay, well, at least you guys are honest. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ron Jitreya, for your comment. And yeah, it sounds like idea for a trading competition. Thank you. Let's listen to one more.
Hey, what's up, guys? Ask you, how do you regain conviction after going on tilt and essentially a losing streak after just clicking buttons?
Ooh, that's such a good question.
Well, I just
Easy.
went on tilt last week, so I got a little firsthand knowledge of this. I had to really take a step back and start trading more mechanical, more of my systems, more of my edge, and sizing down. I had that. You guys know I was transparent about it. I had that pro account up to $30,000, and it kind of goes with the last question too, where I was looking at the leaderboard like it was a competition, and I wasn't fully seeing that I could just kick the can for another few days and then take out a massive payout of almost $30,000, and now it's gone. It's boom. Kaboosh. So and then that losing that sent me on tilt for days, not just one day, but sent me on tilt for days. And so I had to really take a step back and reflect over the weekend and say, you know, I just got to get back to my systems, my mechanical trades, size down, and then just grind towards a payout instead of trying to get those massive payouts. I'm just going to grind to a payout and put a little money in my pocket and just build my confidence back up.
Well,
Yes.
I
So
agree.
You're not alone if you've experienced like the tilt and losing confidence, because I think all four of us have experienced that many times. And Pine, what you're saying is that what's helped you to build that confidence back is to go back to the basics, sticking to something mechanical, and then just taking those base hits to build back your confidence, put money back into your bank account to build that confidence.
Yes, exactly. Yep.
Yeah. Tom, you were about to share something with us?
Well, I agree with that. What just Pine said. Also, getting back your conviction in your trading model is easier. It gets easier if you like, yes, step back a little bit, as we always say. It's a good thing just to tone it down, but like, don't let your brain completely like leave trading behind, not even for a few days. Just do your analysis even every day. You don't have to trade, by the way. You don't necessarily have to trade. As I said, always ask a question at the end of the day. Was your analysis correct? That's why you need to do your analysis before you sit down to trade or before you pull the trigger. Put your levels onto the chart. Ask yourself, even after a losing streak, or even after you went on tilt because it was revenge trading or whatever was the cause or was the issue, but ask yourself at the end, was my analysis correct? Are the levels there? And if the answer is going to be yes, over and over and over when you have those tilt sessions, that should be easing up that quote unquote pain. Like, okay, I was correct, but I messed up the emotions. I messed up my mindset because I couldn't accept the loss. So you already know one information. The information that you will know is that you know the levels, you know what to look for, but you can't hold yourself back, right? Oversizing. That's the problem. I do that all the time. You know, not all the time, but every now and then I do the same mistake. And so get back, maybe not the next day, but in 1 or 2 days, get back there and just start with the smallest position, but do your analysis. And even if you don't want to journal every single trade or click, that's all right. But ask yourself at the end of the day, was your analysis correct? It will help you for sure.
Thank you, Tom.
Yeah.
It sounds like what you're sharing with us is focusing on the process. And by that, at the end of the day, if you're asking yourself that question every single day, it really brings back the focus to the process.
Yes.
To help build back that discipline and the confidence.
Exactly. The process. Exactly.
Yeah, this is such a great question. Myth, what are your thoughts on it?
Well, the way that I try to avoid tilt is what I talk about quite often is just setting a daily loss limit and adhering to it. If you hit that number, having the ability to walk away is the toughest thing to do, but it's also the easiest thing to do, right? So if you can kind of just avoid going on tilt by doing that, set up a daily loss limit, maybe lock yourself out at the daily loss limit if you can, and then come back tomorrow and you're probably going to find a much easier trade, right? If you just stick to the daily loss limit, you come back tomorrow, you have a green day, you're certainly going to be in a way better position than you are if you blow everything that day by not having the ability to walk away. So that's, and also maybe adhering to like a one trade a day. You know, if I take one loser, I walk away, that kind of deal could be a good idea as well.
Almost setting like bumpers. I'm picturing bowling and the bumper guards to help you, like it's the daily loss limit, sticking to only 1 or 2 trades. I heard Tom, you say small, like go back and small.
Yeah, just go small and, you know, no stress. And that's it. Sizing down, by the way, I jumped into a buy at 704. I'm targeting for 744 here. Almost a little bit too much for 2 micros there, and I'm kind of getting burned here a little bit. I thought that we're gonna go higher. All right, I think I'm gonna kill this trade. Yeah, anyway, just saying that I jumped in, but yeah, trade small because that's what's gonna help you to survive these days or these losing streaks. That's super important.
Thank you. Thanks, guys. Thank you so much to Thurgood, Mind the Dave, Ranjitreya, and Baxter for your comments and questions. That was awesome.
I like them. I like these very much. And by the way, I am in a negative risk to reward trade right now. So I made like 400 something bucks. But if I lose this one, I'm going to give back at least half of it. But it's fine. I do see a level, by the way, at 744.75. I like to see an expansion higher here. I might not gonna get it right now. So this could be the case of a little bit of an over trading. I know, I exactly know, but I'm fine because also, by the way, before you enter the trade, you already know how much of the profits or the capital can you sacrifice on losing trade. So you gotta predetermine that loss. Like, it's gonna be fine. You're okay with it. That's also helping you not to go on tilt, by the way. Just saying.
Yes, Miss K says it's cool to hear people we see in chat, like to hear your voices.
Oh yeah, brings everybody closer, right?
It does. Type in One Traders if you like that segment where you want to hear more of the voices in our community. I love that.
Unfortunately, I hit the stop, everybody, but I'm still in the green. Looking for the next one, don't worry.
Yes, on to the next.
On to the next.
No problem.
Yes.
Ooh, look at this juicy trade.
I'm
It
short.
seems like we're melting. You're short? All right.
Yeah, not in real life, but you know.
Yeah, I know you're
Right.
short. He's short. I was waiting for a myth at the airport. Like, I'm looking for a short guy, and I was like, I saw some people with like beard and baseball caps. Like, oh, that's Myth. No, that's not him. Like, and then he comes out of the gate. Like, oh my gosh, he's like, how tall are you? Like 6 feet tall, something like that.
6'2".
6'2". Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, I was like, dude.
It's not that. It's basically average height, right?
Average
Pine?
height.
Yeah, it's average height. That's right. When I have my pumps on, I'm about 6 foot. So when I have my
Yeah,
pumps,
I took the short there. The only thing I don't love is that we took out the previous day low already. So it's a little scary to try to target a wick that already took out a key level of liquidity. So that's why I moved my stop quickly there. I did still lock in 10 points. So we're up 295 on this account.
Oh, that's cool.
nice.
Nice. You're in a mini, or you were
No, I was in a
two mini
micro.
micros.
Yeah, we made 295 on the micros. So
Ooh,
Ooh.
that is so good. I'm seeing
Yeah.
a ton of ones. Yes, people did love that segment. We'll definitely do that again.
We
yeah,
have
it's a lot
to.
of fun. A lot of fun.
We have to.
Yes.
It's cool.
Let's go and debate some more.
Let's
All
debate
right.
some more. I love it.
Do it. Okay, the next topic is discretion hurting your mechanical strategy? Tom.
Yeah, go ahead, Tom.
Yeah,
Let's go.
Tom, you kick us off.
Is discretion hurting the mechanical strategy?
Yeah.
Yes, I would say yes. Yes, it's hurting it because the way I see it is if you have a mechanical strategy that has a completely opposite signal, it doesn't matter if it's just it's a trend line breakout or a inside bar, whatever. But if it tells you quite the opposite, and your mindset is like you're kind of watching it from a different angle, different time frame maybe, and you're like, no, maybe on the 5 it looks like it's gonna pop higher, but I still think that this is gonna fall. There's the contradiction right there. So it's gonna hurt that, and you're gonna be in a struggle. Like, you have to make a decision right there, and it's going to cause problems. Am I going to take the mechanical entry here, or am I going to listen to my intuition and go for the other way? I'm not sure if it's a good thing. I think it's hurting the mechanical strategy. Although there is a way to control things, and that is to separate maybe these things on different type of accounts. Of course, no hedging, by the way, no hedging, but at least what you can do is separate an account for mechanical trades and separate another account for more like, discretionary trading. Otherwise, if you are using one account to put the trades on, and I'm not talking about hedging, but this is gonna, trading mechanically and discretionally on the same account, even just taking one trade at a time, that's going to mess up the whole process. Your edge is going to be messed up because your intuition has a different type of edge and vice versa. But yeah, that's what I meant to say. Sorry. Thank you.
So keep it separate.
Keep it separate. Keep it separate because I think it's hurting each other. Yeah.
Myth, what were you going to share with us?
Oh, well, as far as discretionary trading in your mechanical strategy, it's pretty simple. What is a mechanical strategy? One that lacks discretion. So no, you never should use discretion in mechanical trading. If it's a mechanical strategy, stick to the mechanical strategy. That's what it is. And it's the whole key to it is not to include discretion. So just keep it simple. If you've back tested and you forward tested, you know the win rate, you know the results, stick to the mechanical strategy. And it's pretty simple.
Okay, I am going to argue a little bit against that. How many people who trade mechanical systems are 100% mechanical?
No,
I am. No, I am. I am.
Oh,
100%
really?
mechanical.
You are?
100%
Okay.
mechanical, like
Okay.
always.
Yeah, the pre-orb is
you never change it?
yeah, the pre-orb is completely mechanical. I just take it. So
your take profit, you never change it. It's always the
Nope.
same.
it's never changed.
Woo!
Wow.
Always the same. Yep.
Nice. Pine, what are your thoughts on discretionary? Is it hurting your mechanical strategy?
Yeah, it definitely hurts my mechanical strategy. If I'm trading it, oftentimes if it's one single account and I dedicate an account to a mechanical setup, like my YM trade, and I say, this is the account that I'm going to trade on it, and this is the only strategy I'm going to trade on it, and then rotate to another account, then I usually can stick with it pretty well if I put that in my mind. But oftentimes if I lose on that trade, I'll say, well, I'll place another trade and see if I can get that money back. So that can happen to me. And Terry and I have talked about this before, where I have said, well, only if I just take my mechanical setup that I wouldn't be blowing accounts, I would be able to keep these accounts for the long term. And I just need to take these mechanical setups. And she said to me, it's not that you're not taking those mechanical strategies. It's all the other crap that you're doing outside of that.
Okay.
Where you're just clicking the button.
Oh, yeah.
And so I was like, yeah, you're absolutely right. It is all the other crap that I'm doing outside. So discretionary definitely hurts if you have something back tested, and now back testing only goes so far, of course, and you really have to forward. The way I look at back testing is you back test to give you the confidence to trade it forward. And so if you back test something and then you're trading it forward and you're keeping track of the stats and watching the results and seeing if it's the strategy's decaying or if it's still having a nice equity curve up and to the right, then you really have to just stick with it. You can't say, oh, well, oh man, I don't know, I think we're going to hit my stop, and then start taking your stop off or taking it off to trade off early. That will just kill all the back testing. All that time that you took to find the strategy, you just throw it out the window if you start doing that discretionary stuff.
I like it. Okay.
Yes. I think, Pine, you did mimic me quite well. How did I sound when I said that?
Something like, it's all the other crap that you're doing outside of the mechanical strategy.
That's so
and I don't think
cool.
you used the word crap, but
Oh, I just imagined her saying that. Okay.
I think I dropped a swear word. It's not that you take your mechanical trades. It's all the other bleep that you do. That's the problem. I agree. I think if you're also a beginner trader, developing trader in the beginning areas, having some type of mechanical go-to strategy that's set is really helpful as far as developing really good trading habits. Hey, okay. That was a good one. Let's go to the one I accidentally skipped. Oh, did you hear that?
I heard that. Something's happening.
Quack, quack. This one, you guys, this special form that's being dropped into chat is the one that you need to enter the duck race. We will be doing a duck race very soon, so you can win a free account from MyFundedFutures. Top 10 will win. Quack, quack.
I love the way you do it. That's cool.
Okay, let's go with the question, the roundtable topic. Will trading bots replace manual traders? Pine, you kick us off.
This is an interesting one. Will it replace manual traders? No, I don't think it'll ever replace manual traders. Do I think trading bots work? Yeah, I do. Especially if you have it goes back to the last question, mechanical strategy. If you have a bot and you have a mechanical strategy and you can eliminate the emotions out of the trade, turn on your bot, take the mechanical strategy, walk away, then you'd be surprised. I know someone personally that trades bots. Well, I'll just say it's my brother. He's trying to learn how to trade bots. Now, he's not a bot trader, but he's trying to learn. And it's so interesting. At the end of the day, I'll call him and I'll say, well, how's it going? You know, how's the trading going? And he'll tell me, well, you know, I made 20 points today. I lost 4 points. I made 27 points and all this good stuff. And then I'll say, yeah, I'll go, did you see the market? I mean, it was like 1,000-point range today. And he'll be like, I have no idea. He's like, I didn't watch at all, because he just turns on his bots and then he goes about his day. He goes and works on his house or whatever, and then comes back at the end of the day after the market closes and looks to see how many points he got. That's it. or lost. And that's all he does. He doesn't care about the market taking out a high or a low or anything like that. So anyways, that's all I got on that. So I don't think it'll ever take away manual traders.
Okay, you don't think it will, but you're like, ooh, that sounds like a relaxed way of trading.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. It does sound like it.
Tom, what are your thoughts?
Simple. I think I agree with Pine, by the way. I think so they cannot replace manual traders. It's just impossible. Why am I saying it's impossible? Because even if bots are going to be all around the place, even on retail level, which of course we do have bots and algos on retail level too. And of course, don't forget that hedge funds, bigger players, institutions, they have a much more advanced systems, and that's how they do it. By the way, I did see a couple of documentaries about that. So it's not the classic way like it was back in the 70s or 80s, 90s. But the thing is, even on the retail level, bots will, it's just, you know why? Because the markets are going to be here. The markets are going to be here in 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. And you as a human trader, without using any algos or bots, you will always be, and hopefully it will be like that. Hopefully they will not take away the market from retail traders, because why would they do that? But if they don't take it away, then you will always have the ability, the skill, and everything to just go in there, take those profits, you know, even if you're going for the crumbs there, you know, here and there, and take those small profits here and there. The algos can do whatever they want. It's always, you know, the market is always going to be there for you if you're trading without algos. So it's they just not going to take away the ability to trade in the market. So yeah, I'm not afraid of that. Yes, there will be traders, maybe more, who will be using algos. Good for them, but you will always be able to trade manually, right? That's it.
Do you know what I just thought about? I just pictured the floor traders who used to trade futures, and it was all about floor trading. There was no electronical trading back then. And then once everything started going over electronically, that became the thing. And then it eventually did replace the floor traders, like to the point where there are no floor trading pits. I'm wondering, is it possible that in the future, like let's say 20 years from now, bots will completely replace manual traders? Anyone who is just clicking, it's time!
It's time! It's time!
It's time!
It's time, everybody! Let's go! Oh my gosh!
Are you ready, Myth? Are you ready? Are you going to quack?
Let's go!
I'm looking for
I'm
a
ready.
duck. Where's the bet duck?
I'm rooting for payout from MFF. Let's go. Just because I like the name. Where's Tom at? Let me see Tom's stuff.
I'm not there. I'm looking for the bet duck, and it's not there.
Are we racing in Tom's bathwater? That's the question.
No, it's not that. That's a different type of session. But
This is the size of Tom's tub.
Actually, it is, by the way.
Liquidity is in the lead. Luke, you're still in the lead.
Oh my gosh.
Come on, payout from MFF. Where you at? I don't even see you. You're not even on the screen anymore.
What are you looking at, Myth? I don't see that. I don't see that duck.
Hit the
Makar is coming from the back.
hit the nitrous button here. Come on.
Trying to take over the lead here.
Oh, Makar is making a run. I think Terry has inside track here.
Oh, that's the bat duck right there. I told you guys.
The bat duck. He's coming.
Yes.
Oh, I think he's going to take it.
No. Oh no. Look at that.
Oh, too
Robert.
soon, rookie. Too soon.
Robert Lopez
10 seconds.
is in the lead. Can Robert hold the lead? Seconds.
Here comes Sweet.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Hey, gamer.
Oh!
Let's go. Congratulations, guys.
Congratulations.
This is how it's done.
Top 10.
Nice.
We love it.
Oh, it's
We
so
just love
fun
it.
to see so many common names from our community. Let's go. That was
I
so
love
fun.
this.
Congratulations. Max says congratulations as well.
Can we meet Max? I've never met Max.
I don't know if he'll come over here. I'll try.
That's how we farm the likes. Last time Jan did it. Now Myth is gonna do it. So please, more likes. And by the
Yes!
way,
How are we
I-
doing on those likes?
I need to check that. How are we doing with the likes? I do see 263. Thank you so much, everybody. We just hit the 700 viewer count. Thank you for being here with us. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank
Let's
you.
go.
Let's go. I see we hit 700 concurrent viewers on YouTube.
That is
go.
amazing.
Super fun. Okay, I think Myth is getting Max.
There it
Oh,
That's Maxie.
Hound?
Hello.
Is Max the Hound?
He's 5 years old. He is a weenie dog, Dotson.
Oh.
Welcome, Max.
Max said here, he said, I'll do a little twirl for you, you know.
You know, there's a saying that they say that, you know, the dogs look like their owner. Do you think that's true? I don't know.
I don't know. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, I can see that too.
Eyes.
The eyes right there.
Max said, I am not about this life.
Oh
Myth
my
and
gosh.
Max. Oh, okay. I think Pine got abducted by the market makers.
Yeah, 100%.
Must yeah, we'll see him next week.
Okay. We will jump right in. Let's go on to the next topic.
Let's get it.
Is the New York session the only session worth trading?
Ooh. Oh my gosh. That's a hot one.
Okay. Are you guys ready?
Sure.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Okay, Tom, you kick us off. Let's go.
Well, is the New York session? Definitely not. Guys, you know me. I trade the London session. I trade New York session. Of course, it's convenient for me because I'm in Europe, but I'm trading London and New York. You just got to understand the dynamics of the different markets, and that's it. Obviously, New York statistically has the highest volatility and momentum there. We all know it. But that doesn't mean that London or even Asia doesn't have the same. I know that at Myth is trading Asia session. He's doing real good there. So absolutely not. I think he's going to say the same like I am. So no, not just New York. But of course, if your strategy needs more momentum, more speed and everything, then yeah, go with New York. But definitely no, it's not just New York. It's more than that. Yeah,
More
that's
than
it.
that.
No.
Okay. Myth,
Yeah.
what do you think?
I mean, obviously you can make money in any session. The key to it though is adjusting your strategy for each session. You may even have different strategies as I do for each session. So I don't trade the same strategy in Asia as I do in New York. They're just two different markets. You know, there's a lot less volume. And so you kind of have to tweak it, but you can certainly make money in both. And that's the whole thing. So I like gold in the slower markets. Some people don't. It just depends. So you just you have to just kind of do your back test, your forward test, see what works, what doesn't work. You also have to exercise a little more patience in the overnight session. Now, sometimes that's not the case, but for the most part you do. So.
Okay, I am going to argue against both of you and say New York is the only session worth trading because it's when our show is on. So it is the only session worth trading.
Well, you have it, guys. That's it. New York only, right?
No, really though. I think for scalping purposes, the New York Open, there's nothing
Yeah.
else like it.
100%.
It's
Yeah.
best volatility and the closest bid ask spread too. So
Yeah.
I know when I've tried to scalp during Asia or during Globex, works great sometimes, but wow, sometimes that bid ask spread is 2 points, 3 points at times. And if you're just trying to scalp like 2 points, it's you're kind of trying to go up a big steep hill instead of going down the hill. So yeah, Myth, you agree with me?
I mean, I think it's a good point, especially if you want to watch the MyFundedTV show, but hey.
Well,
yeah.
I would also add, like what Mitch just said, also, like it also depends what market are you trading. Different type of markets move differently in different sessions. So, because I got the question almost every day, like, Tom, why didn't you trade ES or look at ES? And I respectfully saying this to everybody who's trading ES. In London, it moves extremely slow most of the time. I'm not saying all the time, but like most of the time. And I'm really having some trouble. I mean, not trouble, but in terms of volume and a bit of an extra momentum, I do need the NQ in London as well. But like gold also, like I think I would say Mitt knows more about this, but I think gold moves quite good in the Asia session. Is that right,
Yeah.
Mitt?
Yeah, it does.
It moves good. It does, right? So there you go. So different type of markets, different sessions. Yeah.
Good point. I'm so curious to know about our traders. Do you guys think New York session is the only session worth trading? Type in 1 if you agree. Type in 2 if you disagree.
Let's go.
Let's go. We have such a special treat, you guys. In about 8 minutes, we have Ike, and then we also have Aaron. Aaron will be with Ike. I don't know if you guys have met Aaron. Have they met Aaron yet, Tom?
Guys, Aaron helps us a lot. So just so you know, Aaron is a huge support to the MyFundedTV crew. He's working a lot on the show to keep us rolling with new ideas, topics, and everything. So when he comes on stage, make sure to give him lots of hearts and W's and everything, because he's just the backbone, one of the backbones of the show. So thank you, Aaron, for being for us and with us.
Yes, exactly. Thank you, Aaron. For people who don't know Aaron is our manager of MyFundedFutures TV. He has done so much for our show, our stream, for all of you guys. So many great ideas. We would not be here without Aaron. Yes, I see Aaron in chat just wrote, hey, everyone. So they'll be on in about 7 minutes. Until then, let's knock out this last topic. Stop out and flip bias, or stop and reassess. This is the classic, let me go long, I get stopped out, I immediately go in short, I get stopped out, I immediately go long. What are your thoughts? Myth, kick us off.
Never. If you take a losing trade, you should walk away for a couple of minutes. I mean, because at the end of the day, if you're trading a real strategy, you're not going to have a setup right after you get stopped out, right? So you should never, in my opinion, just flip short, flip long. Take a few minutes, take a breather. That's how you blow accounts, when you just flip. Because what's the market going to do? It's going to say, no, I'm not going up anymore if you flip long. And then it's just going to go right back down. So I would say never do that.
Never.
Yeah. I got to give you guys a confession here. I agree with Myth, by the way, but by saying that, I also, for those of you who used to tune into my streams, you see that sometimes I do that. Sometimes when I scalp, I do that. I flip a trade when there's two close levels nearby. Pine Tree got taken back. Pine Tree is back with us. Let's go.
The market makers took me.
I know it.
I mean,
So yeah, guys, I just want to say, like, don't try to, just like Myth said, flipping the whole situation and just using the reverse button is definitely, it has a much higher potential to get you to the account getting blown up. So careful with that. I 100%. By the way, I agree what Myth said. If you get stopped out, at least wait a few minutes and maybe try again. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Tom. Pine, I think I've seen you do this. It's called
Yeah.
flip the switch. You call it flip the switch?
Yeah, I flip the switch all the time. I didn't hear what anyone else said, but yeah, I will flip the switch occasionally. So the reason why I've adapted or have evolved my strategy, I used to just try to take the inside bars. So I would just take the breaks of those inside bars. And oftentimes what would happen is I'd have an inside bar and then it would engulf with an outside engulfing candle. And so it would trap me whether I was going short or long on the break. And then it would trap me and it would push back up through the other side with an engulfing candle. So I would often flip the switch. So if I was short, I would flip the switch long and then it would work. So what I've tried to do is just eliminate that altogether and just wait for that, what I'm calling the combo trade, where I'm having an inside or an outside engulfing, and then I'm just taking the engulfing candle to the opposite side after it already trapped all the buyers or sellers trying to take the 5-minute inside bar. So
That's cool.
yeah.
Woohoo!
Let's go.
Great job, guys. There's only 4 minutes, 3 minutes left of
3
our
minutes.
segment. How are we doing on the likes?
All right, let me check it. Oh my gosh, yeah, 3 minutes, actually 2 minutes and 35 seconds. Oh my gosh, time flies. 287 likes. Thank you, everybody. We can easily get to 300. We're still above 600 viewers. Thank you so much for staying here with us.
Guys,
This
let's
was
hit the like
amazing.
button. It's free. Let's push it up to 400 likes before we get off here.
Easy. Oh, maybe I was.
Did you say 400?
Yeah, he said
400. Let's go.
400.
Listen, we got 600 viewers. I mean, if you want to be our friend, hit the like button. Let's go. It's free.
That's how we
Let's
go.
go. Let's go. Let's get those likes up.
All right, Tom, let's
that's
see
how
some
Terry
movement.
starts the day.
Every morning. I think 300. I think 300
you gotta-
is our original goal.
Tom, you got to move your shoulders. Come on. You got to move your shoulders. Up
Come
and
on,
down.
Tom. Do a little shimmy.
Right? That's how we do it.
Okay, Tom, hit refresh. Did we hit 300?
Let me check it. We still have a minute.
306.
I
Go.
knew it. Nice. That was so cool.
Great job, guys.
The market is breaking out
Thank you,
now.
everyone. Last minute
yeah.
thoughts. Last minute thoughts before we head out. We'll start with you, Pine.
Just stick with a daily loss limit. I love that. I have had my best run with accounts, got the most payouts consecutively when I just stuck with a daily loss limit.
That's it.
Daily loss limit. Myth?
We are currently up. What do we make today? I think I made over $400 just doing some scalps with some micros. $495. Let's go. We also hit a daily payout, so let's go.
Oh my gosh.
Let's go. Money. Money.
That's how it's done. That's how it's done.
Tom, last minute thoughts before
Well,
we head out?
the biggest takeaway, well, amongst many, is learn when to stop, learn when to walk away, and gotta practice discipline, more patience. That's what it's all about. And I'm just so happy and thankful and grateful for you guys being here and sharing all this info. So I loved it. This is a good session. I love it. So let's do it again.
Let's do it again. Thank you so much, Pine, Myth, Tom. Thank you for all of our traders who called in and left us wonderful messages. We will be doing that again. Thank you to all of our producers. We could not do this without you. This was such a special treat today. Everyone, please give a very, very warm welcome to Forex Ike and also Aaron. We'll
Let's
see you
go.
tomorrow. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Later.
Let's go. Aaron, what's good, man?
Hey, brother. How are you, man? How's it going?
Good, good. Good to see you. Great to have you on stream over here, right? I know the whole chat is all have heard about you, but never seen you really, huh?
Yeah. You know, I try to do my best to stay in the shadows, but I guess I had to come and pop out here for a quick little, interview sesh with you, I suppose.
Yeah. You're in Hawaii, right?
I am. Yes, it's 4:30 a.m. here right now.
Is it July already over there, or is it still May? Where are we at?
I think we live in the. I think we live in the past. So yeah.
Bro, sell now. If you live in the
Yeah.
past, sell now.
Oh, I think so. So how's it going?
Good. Right now I'm trading a funded. This is a funded Flex account. When I started streaming here, that was the mission. Was I wanted to take a eval to payout, then get multiple evals, take those to, and then do kind of 5 accounts copy traded. That's what I want to show everyone. And so this is day 4 on. Let me show this tab here. This is day 4 over here. So really, I've only been trading the days I've been streaming, right? So I've just been streaming here, showing my trades on stream. This was a day where our first trade was a big L. So it took a bunch, but we came back on, just sticking with the negative RR. And then today, if we hit that 150 day today, I could take a payout, buy a few more evals, and show the chat the power of just making $150, $200 a day when you're copy trading it to multiple accounts. And you could be done in 10 minutes, make $200 a day, copy trade it to 5 accounts, $1,000, and move on with your day. So that's the mission today.
Yeah, that's awesome. I wanted to talk to you about that. I understand that, people kind of get into a situation where they're trying to, start making money from trading and whatnot. And because, with every different prop firm out there, but in particular with MyFundedFutures, you're able to get 5 accounts to kind of really get going with. Do you believe in the form of copy trading across all 5 accounts? Do you just like to do one, then one, then one, then one? What's your preferred approach?
So the preferred approach for me is kind of take my accounts and split them into maybe 2 to 3 groups. So if I have 5 accounts, I'll probably do 2, 2, and 1. So especially with my negative RR and a high win rate, if I can take 4 or 5 wins in a group of accounts, so let's say 2 accounts I get 5 wins in, switch to the next group, maybe get another 2, 3 wins, and switch to the last one, take an L. So maybe that 1 account is hurt, or maybe 2 of the 5 accounts are hurt, but the other 3, because of my win rate being high, the other 3 should still be in profit on the day. And that's the beauty of MyFundedFutures and prop firm trading, is your sim P&L doesn't equal what your real P&L will be, right? So because if I blow an account and lose 2,000 sim dollars, but I'm able to take even a $500 payout from one of those accounts, I'm profitable. That $500 covered the 5 different evals, So really there's 2 different things going on. You're focusing on trading, but you also have to have your prop firm, you need to focus on your real money as well. You know what I mean? So that's kind of my approach when I have 5 accounts. I don't want to make one mistake and then hurt them all. I'd rather split them into maybe 2 or 3 groups and trade the same way on all of them, but just not put all my eggs in one basket, really. And I learned that from obviously getting burned multiple times doing that, right? So.
Yeah, I'm well aware of that. I see a question. Do I trade? I do, but I can't trade MyFundedFutures accounts because I work for them in a higher capacity. So I won't be sharing my trading stuff here right now. But I do really love the approach that a lot of traders have towards the market. And well, I would say in more particular, the ones who are disciplined. It's methodical. Yes, we all know we just had Myth on, I understand. But it's methodical in the way we see so many amazing traders approach the market. I watch you quite often. I like your little, hey, this is me. I love that.
What do you mean? What do you don't? I've always got it ready. You should see me. I'm on the street with it too. I don't know why, guys. Come on.
Right. Yeah, and that's the way, for people to bring in engagement, entertainment, and also be able to have fun while trading. And, I like your attitude towards trading as well. You're just, hey, I'm just a guy. Just got to do what I got to do. You know what I mean? So, but again, back to the methodical part of this. I love seeing that. I mean, I'm always a guy that's always about the progress, right? Not so much like the end goal, the whatever. I love the journey, right? That's what I love. And to see guys like you really kind of step into the role and just kind of show what you're doing, it's fun for me because I enjoy seeing people work hard. I don't know if that makes sense to some of you. Like, some people like to work hard. I do too, but I enjoy seeing people work hard and then see that work pay off. It's something I can't really explain, but I'm really happy, especially for you, Ike, and the others as well on the team. It's just amazing and wonderful thing to see. So I did want to point that out today because it's something I've been thinking about, and I'm really proud of you guys.
Yeah, no, and we all are super thankful for you, man. We know you hold everything together here, so we're all super thankful for that.
I try to do my best. So what's up with the market today? Tell me a
Let's
little
see.
bit.
So like you were saying, I'm just a guy. I'm not a genius. I know I'm not a genius. I'm not trying to mark out London low, Asian high, and figure out what happened in the last week and pretend that because I watched some YouTube videos, can understand what that means for the market, right? Like, I know I'm simple, and so I'm not going to outsmart myself. So what do I do, especially because I'm only going for 5, 10, 15 points with one mini? I mean, that's enough. That's $200-$300. I don't need to hit these $1,000 trades. Like, that's not going to happen, because those people with those $1,000 trades, they have these $1,000 losses, right? I don't mess with that, man. I just let me leave that to the young kids, right? I'm already cooked. I'm just trying to get my little nut and run away. Like, that's it. So I go down into 30-minute. That's as far as I need to go. And I look for candle closures or wick rejections, like where I'm seeing pretty much where I'm seeing price does something, right? It acts different all of a sudden. Like, it's moving different, right? It was going one way. All of a sudden there's a closure here. Wicks are getting touched. Something, price, something's going on over there. I don't know what it is. I'm not smart enough to know what it is, but something's happening. So I'm just marking it up. And my whole thing is buy high, sell higher. Okay. Like, I follow price up. I come in second place. I don't sniper entry. I do my orders where price activates me in a trade, take me with you, and let me just get my money and go, and so really here, what I'm looking for, I see a closure above. This candle now pretty much tested this resistance. And now I'm kind of going to just wait on a 5. I do all my trades pretty much all 5-minute closures. So right now I'm pretty much just going to wait for a closure either above and then anticipate on the next candle for price to just keep going up, or price to come down here. And then based on the next candle, if it closes below 2, kind of expect price to come down. I switch my bias the way the candles are switching, right? Like, as soon as because I'm not going for some, I'm not looking for a 3. I'm not trying to take this whole move back up. I'm not looking for that. When I see a trader do that, I think it's amazing. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not pooping on any strategy. Like, if you can catch 50 and 100-point moves and that's how you're profitable, more power to you. Like, I wish I could do that, but I can't. Like, I know what I can do, and I can scalp 5, 10, 15 points and do that successfully all the time and make money like that. And that's all I try to do every day,
Yeah, no, I like that. I mean, I can tell you have your key levels here, and I think you're the one that probably, put those lines as well. And I also know, because, I work with Steven Kaladian, SK. I'm all aware about scalping, especially in divergence moves. And I mean, he's the king of, going against the trend, and still being able to make money somehow, some way. But I don't know if you watched him before, but yeah, that's I'm very familiar because I'm paying attention quite often. I see a question in here about my journey, and we could talk quickly about it, but I want to make sure we give time to Ike to focus on what he's doing. But listen, yeah, I'm a Marine. They say you don't have to ask a Marine, he'll tell you. Because that's just how it is. We're proud people. I just say that. I was in the Marine Corps from 2003 to 2011. I have been in here in Hawaii since 2003. Obviously off and on with deployments. But once I got out, I stayed here. I have 4 kids, been married almost 19 years. Actually, my daughter's birthday was yesterday, my little one. She just turned 8. So that was really cool. But as far as me kind of getting into this, I'll be upfront with you guys. A couple of years ago, like 3 years ago, a friend to my 2 best friends, and they don't talk to each other. One's in Australia, one's in LA. They're random in the same week. And you know, when coincidence happens like that, I kind of take heed. And they both said, "Hey, you thought about trading?" And I'm like, "Nah, man, you know," in a lack of better terms, I said some other words, but I'm like, "Man, this stuff looks like Chinese. I ain't doing that." You know what I mean? Like, I don't get what this chart looks like. Then the other friend said it, and I said, okay, okay. I heard you. I'll try. And that's kind of where it started. And little did I know, it's like a video game to me, right? I see patterns, and I'm very pattern-esque person. That's just kind of who I am. And I really love the ability, like I was telling you guys, I love the ability to continuously progress. And I'm not going to say that, you know, there's a lot of things that I'm really good at. I've been building computers for 26 years. Easy. Those things change, but not too much. Doing IT stuff for a long time. Cool. Audio engineering. Cool. Whatever. Right. I am like not ashamed to say this. I'm never going to learn everything you can about the market. It's completely impossible. And for me, that's amazing because I can continuously learn every single day. I'm always learning. I'm always watching. I'm always like, oh, that's something new. Let me take note of that. And just in case you guys don't get it, like I take a lot of notes, right? I'm almost at the end of my thing here. I mean, I write everything down. And so for me, you know, this has been something that I really enjoy. I hope to. Some people know this, but you know, I'm working on a few things here, and eventually, you know, I'd like to build something for my family where it just leaves a legacy, and my family can take care of their kids as kids. And that's always going to be the goal for me. I don't really care about being flashy. I wear black most of the time. I just rather stay in the shadows, like I said. You know, and I'm only on here today because, you know, we needed to fill in a spot, and I'm not going to let the team down. So I want to make sure that we focus more so on Ike here and how he trades and whatnot. But yeah,
I'm interested too. Well, let me ask you, you know, about that with note taking and stuff. Like, I believe the market is very random too. You know what I mean? Like, it does what it does right when you think like, oh, it could go down here. This looks like it's set up for a move. Nothing happens. Nothing's happening. All of a sudden, a huge move happens. It's like, so I believe you could, after the fact, always make it make sense. You know what I mean? Like, after the play happens, you're like, of course, yeah, it had to take the data high, and then it took the Asian low, like when you weren't expecting that before, but after it happens, it makes sense. So a part of me also believes with the market, like, it gives you so much data, so you can come up with tons of stats and notes. But like, is it really helpful almost? You know what I mean? Because it in the same way where it's like, if I flip a coin every day of the week on a different side of the street, and I take note of like the color clothes I was wearing, if it was raining, if it was windy, at the end of the year, I could say, hey, look, if I flip a coin on a Tuesday in the shade wearing green, I have a 90% chance of hitting heads. Like, that might be what your notes show, but in reality, it's just so much data that you're just getting a bunch of info, which for me, at least, I know I can't handle it. Like, that info just gives me more questions almost. You know what I mean? That's why I try to almost, like, I know there's plenty of profitable strategies. I don't know. I don't even want to know about them, because it's like, yo, I'm making money. I don't want to confuse myself here with more info that I might not even be able to handle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, I see what you're saying, and I understand that. I think for me, because the way I kind of grew up, you know, again, no shame, but I didn't do well in school initially. I come from a very troubled home. You know, I don't like to put this out there, but you know, I was homeless from ages 5 to 7. So I understand, but that's kind of the reason why I take the notes the way I do. because it helped me get to where I am today. It's not for everybody though, right? Some people are able to adapt and overcome so quickly with what they're doing and the lessons that they're learning. It's just like in there and it stays with them. It stays with me, but the way I kind of view it is when I'm taking notes on things like this, it's almost like I'm writing it into my memory when I write it down. It's not as easy for me to just keep it there. You know,
Yeah.
I'm pretty, I can, you know, I can see patterns. I can see things like that, whatnot, cool, great, whatever. But when I make a mistake, I don't look at it as a failure. I don't even like the word failure. I don't teach my kids the word failure. Failure is not a word in my house. It's only what's the lesson learned. That's it. And that's what I use these for. What's my lesson learned? And then I go back and review it every couple of days, see what I did. And that way I kind of ingrain it in my mind. Okay, these are the things that I took note of. This is what I did good. This is what I did bad. Okay, let's make a little tweak and we'll go on. I mean, it's like an algo, right? If I'm building out an algo for any type of you know, NQ, MNQ, gold, whatever, we're going to tweak it. But you could do all the back testing in the world, but when you're on a live chart, I mean, come on, like, you know, slippage, all these things happen. And so you have to go with the grain and go, okay, let me just do a little tweak here, a little tweak there. And that's kind of the reason why I have to take notes. Bro, I'm happy for you if you don't have to, because like,
I just don't take notes because I'm not responsible enough. I'll end up with a million notepads that I never look at. And it's like, then I'll make notes, like review my notebook. And then I'll like make 4 notebooks. Like, all right, this is my notebook. I got to review soon. This is my notebook. It's not a rush. And before you know it, I just got notes with, and then I never end up looking at it. So I really, I would say I just don't do it because I don't have the discipline you have to like say, all right, the day's over. Let's see what happened today. You know, I don't have it.
Well, I mean, you know, there's a lot of different tools out there too, right? Like, you know, for example, with you guys and trading so much on your charts, and you have all these trading journals, right? Kind of like what you were just showing inside of the MyFundedFutures thing, right?
Back end. Yeah.
Like, you know, you don't, and this would be a great addition, I think, to some people, or even like other things in that nature, but like, you don't have to write it down. You could have your note for your trade, and maybe we can just, you know, use our phone or you know, if we have a mic or whatever, and be like, hey, for this trade, blah, 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 this, that, and this, and just take voice recordings of it so that we can quickly kind of put down what our thought was on that trade and then continue on. And then later on throughout the day, because it is more powerful, in my opinion, to hear what you're thinking. Oh, we got some winners. Sorry. Who's the winners?
Congrats.
Let's see how many we got. Let's see. We got Dallas Rover, Cheese Trades. I can't even. A thought. What? Shirk. I'm sorry. Cassandra. Congratulations. Appreciate your time here. If you won and you're here, then great. But yeah, I think that would be amazing, having the ability to just do a quick voice. So, you know, like, hey, this, that, boom. Okay, great. Next. Because especially for you, right? You're not doing these long swing trades where you can kind of take thought into what you're doing. You're like, hey, I'm in, I'm out, 5 points. Was that the right play? Let's go. Moving on.
Yeah, exactly.
For you, that might be badass. I'm not sure. So, you know, you tell me.
Let me see. I'm going to see if. So yeah, I mean, the issue with me on that is I just know, like, you know, you got 4 kids. I've only got 2 right now. I've got a 4-year-old and a 3-year-old, and between that and working, and you're working a whole bunch too. It's like I don't even see the time where I would ever review those, you know. And it's like, if I'm going for 10, 12 points, it's like, it's almost like, what am I looking to find out here? Like, okay, the trade worked. If it didn't work, I often don't see the reason why it didn't work. Just like I tell people that too. I'm like, look at a trade you won and imagine you lost it, and you'll find the reasons why you lost and shouldn't trade. Like if you look for a reason on why that trade shouldn't have worked out, you'll find it on winning trades and losing trades. And you could find reasons a trade should have won on winning trades and losing trades. So it's like, I feel like because when I first got into trading, I was trying to take the notes, you know, things that, like, you know, the mentors say, you know, high RR, you got to be back testing all weekend long, this and that. And I was doing all that in the beginning. And I was realizing I was almost just chasing my tail around. Like, it's like, I thought I kind of figured something out, but then all of a sudden the next 3 trades, it wouldn't work that way. Then I back tested. I'm like, this way. And then, it was almost like the more I tried to understand it, the more lost or confused I got. And when I started becoming profitable was really when I didn't, I dropped out of high school as well. Like, I didn't finish school or anything. I don't think I'm, I always thought I was like a smart enough guy. Like, I'm a smart guy. I could make a living. And then as I'm getting older and I'm like, I'm having decent jobs, I'm hustling, I'm making money, but I was like, where's like that money for when I want to stop working? Like, once I had my child, I'm like, okay, I'm making money now, I'm okay, but what about when I don't want to work anymore? Like, what am I going to do at that point? And that's kind of when I got into trading. And then once I just started saying, all right, I'm in a room with, on a live stream with 1,000, 2,000 people. We all think in this whole room, everyone thinks they're a smart person. We all think we're smart. We all think we're even probably smarter than the guy teaching us. Like, we'll do this better. and then I'm like, wait, if I'm in a room with a bunch of people and we all think we're the best, we're all dummies. Like, the only person who's better is someone who recognizes that you're in this pool with a bunch of people thinking the same way. And once you think differently, which is when I started doing negative RR and just scalping and not saying, let me try to catch this crazy room. Once I started thinking differently and just being different than everyone else and doing what I was supposed to do, was when I started finding consistent profitability. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of what did it for me, was recognizing that I'm a moron. Like, as soon as I recognized and I took it in, I'm like, I'm not smart. I'm not going to figure out the market. The greatest minds with the most money have tried since the market was open. It's not going to be me. It's not going to be a little 5'7" dude from Brooklyn that cracks the code. Like, it won't be me. And as soon as I accepted that and said, forget if I'm right or wrong, I just want to make $300 here on a couple scalps. Forget if I'm right, if it ends up hitting that full TP or not. Let me just get my money and go on with my day and enjoy life off the charts. And it was kind of once I stopped chasing that I started getting the money. You know what I mean? When I stopped trying so hard, almost.
Yeah, no, I'm very well aware of what you're saying. I think I started in that kind of fashion, and I think you're right as well, in your reference about, in a room with a bunch of people and they think, this, that, and this, obviously we all know there's a saying, right? Like, if you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room.
Right.
Right. But at the same time, man, like I told you when I started this conversation with you, I'm learning a lot by just watching all of you guys, right? I like the different techniques that you come in here and you do. So again, I'm not too, what's the word for it? I don't know. I guess I'm gonna go back to the shame word, but I'm not too ashamed to say that I'm still learning more and more and more from people, especially with people like you. Like, how long have you been trading before?
Now it's 4 years. Really, once I had my daughter, like when I had my first daughter, I'm like, I got to figure out something to cover this daycare costs that are about to happen. I got to figure something out here. So
yeah, that's beautiful, man. I'm really happy that you did that. Your family deserves the best of you, and as a man, or a woman, no, whatever, but
right.
To be able to provide, exactly, to provide for your family is the ultimate form of respect that you can have for not only yourself but your kids. Yeah. My kids are 24, 18, wow. 15 and 8. So yeah, I've been around for a hot minute, but
you look like you're like 32 years old, man. I'm like, that's crazy. That is crazy.
Yes, I just turned 42 last month, so
looking good, man.
Thank you. Yeah, I again, you like I said, you have a wonderful trading system. I love it. It's for you, this is what works, and I think that's the best thing about this, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, right, when I say this, but when you started trading, how many times did you see this strategy, that strategy, this strategy on YouTube, on Instagram, on everything? You go, oh, I want to try that. Oh, I'm going to try that. And then all of a sudden your feed, your algorithm is just based off of like 1,000 different systems. Then you're like, by the time you realize, like, wait, how does that one system work? Wait, how does that? And you got to go back and you got to watch that one. And you think you go, oh, I'm going to combine them all. And then it's like, no, just do one. What's yours? Like Myth was saying earlier, he's, mechanical. He has a specific thing that he follows, and that's it. And focus, because a majority of the time, what people do, and you probably know this as well, they'll try out a strategy. Oh yeah, this is great. And then they lose 2 times because Trump made a tweet.
Right. And then on to the next. On to the next strategy.
Right. On to the next one. Like, no, like just stick with it. What you do is you just have to be more risk tolerant when the trades come and the setups come, right? Make sure you're willing to risk that, okay. Tito Ortiz, come on, give me a break, guys. But that was good, actually. But be risk tolerant, all right? Be able to understand that a system will work, but there's no listen, Ike, are you 100% in your trading?
No, of course not. Unfortunately, I'm not 100% in anything.
That's the beauty of life, right?
Yeah.
Nobody is perfect. We're all flawed in everything we do. And what does that allow us? That allows exactly. It allows us to get better. It allows us to understand what's right in front of us. And I think that's the beauty of this. Again, I'm a person that constantly wants to learn. I have books on books. I'm a geek. I love technology. I love my family. I could care less. I'm on my days off. All I'm doing is I'm outside working on my house. We're doing window trim, painting the house. I just did a coating on my roof this last week. I'm not too ashamed to get in there and do the hard work either. But I bet you 100% the majority of people here are so focused, they're so geared on something that they don't even give their brain a time to think and process. And that's where I get my best thoughts, is when I'm doing work, because I'm not thinking. I'm just doing. And then the thoughts come. Oh man, I got to write it down. Right, that for me. Let me go write this down really quick, and I'll be back. But that's me, brother. So I enjoy it, man. I really do, and I'm super happy to see people, like I said, like you, Tom, Terry, Myth, Pine, Ash, Matt, all you guys do really well in life, because you worked really hard to get where you're at. And it's so important that you guys get recognized for the hard work that you're doing. Even if, you don't recognize it yourself, it's good to have some other people tell you that. You know what I mean? So I'm proud of you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. On the weekends, I'm also working on my house here. Let me show you this quick video. I got a pond, right? A koi pond in the backyard.
Let's see it.
And I bought, with a recent payout, I bought a bunch of crayfish and threw them in there. Just see what happens. Anyway, the local raccoon started coming into the neighborhood now. And this guy's walking around, and like on his way back over here, let me just skip a bit. He finds a crayfish here. Got him. And all of a sudden, like, I got to get some like tactical motion censored sprinklers or something here. Cause like, it is, dude.
Oh
just
man.
Eating my crayfish.
Oh man.
I know. And then a little later that day, it's at 2 a.m. next night. Later that night, I got a fox coming. I got a frog over here. I'm like living in a Disney movie over here. Got the frog, fox.
Wow.
Like, this is life out here.
You know what you need, man? You need one of those like infrared tactical squirt guns.
I know.
It's laser censored, and when it picks up,
I seen something like that on Amazon. I think I'm gonna get that set up, but like, I'm gonna get some infrared stuff. Maybe just put like a net over me and hide over there in the pond. Just rise up from the water like a frog, man.
Put a ghillie suit on.
Yeah. So we'll
I
see.
can
I mean,
help
the
you with that. Let
crayfish,
me
you know,
know.
someone's got to save them. Someone's got to save those crayfish, you know?
Oh man, that's funny, bro. Like, I'm sorry that's happening to you, but that's cool that you showed us that video, man.
You know,
That's
nature's
awesome.
rough, man. That's nature. You know, the raccoon's got to eat, you know, he's got to eat, you know?
Yeah, man, 100%. Like that's the beauty of life, right?
Yep.
It's always going to be the prey and the predator, right? That's just what it
Exactly.
is. And in trading, you know, we don't. I think that's another thing too. I think you kind of pointed this out. We don't even have to. We're not the institutions. We're not these big old, massive traders. We can eat off of the crumbs and still eat well.
Exactly.
Anybody should know that. So if you're sitting there thinking, okay, like I'm gonna go. What was the last? What was it down here? 560. Let's just say 530. Wow, I didn't realize it went down that low. Who's to say like, oh, okay, I'm gonna get in at 530. I'm gonna ride this all the way to 30,000. Like,
right.
Okay, we're not Nostradamus, number one. Okay, but number two, like, just like I said, you can eat off of 15, 20 points a day, right? And then if you copy trade,
forget it. Yeah.
Right. I mean, come on. Right. And it also depends on how many contracts you're putting in. All of that stuff matters. You have so much opportunity here, right? Everybody here has that opportunity, but
yeah,
I don't know.
And that's the thing with the copy trading is you don't really need to up your risk when you want to make more money. You can just add an account. So instead of saying like, oh, I'm making $100 a day, I really want to make 300 a day. Now I'm going to have to risk twice as much or take twice as many trades. It's like, no, add another 2 accounts. And now you're making 300 a day on a $100 trade. So I tell people that all the time when they they'll clown on me. I'll show my chart with a bunch of 5-point hits. And I'll be like, okay, look, I caught 50 points today. It was 10 5-point trades, but it was 50 points. So what's easier to do? Catch a bunch of small 5-point trades or catch one 50-point trade? For me, it's catch the 5-point trades. I compare it to basketball. I'm the guy who stands under the basket and tries to get a quick bank shot in. I'm not getting that long, beautiful shot, but they both equal 2 points, right? No matter where you get the shot from, a fadeaway, getting, a hand in your face, or if you get an ugly ass jump shot that rolls around the rim and falls in, the scoreboard goes up by 2. It doesn't matter. And 2 minutes later, no one remembers. So that's the way I trade, Yeah,
and that's the thing too, right? I think you're really spot on with that. Nobody's gonna remember all these crazinesses. Like, you bet you what they will remember. Oh, you remember that one time that guy lost 80K? Like, remember that one time?
Remember to blow an account. You won't remember that you made 5 points 6 times today. But when you blow that account, that you'll remember,
Exactly. And it's there should be no shame in saying, like you said, hey, I made 50 points today. Yeah, it was 5 points across 10 accounts.
Right.
But how many points did you make today? Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just enjoy it, right? And who cares what other people think? I mean, I'm a firm believer in I don't know if you guys know this acronym, but IDGAF, right? You ever, you know what that is?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't give up.
Yeah. I that's what I feel is truth in life. I'm always going to be like that. I'm constantly focused on telling my children that same exact. Matter of fact, they all had to say it at young points in their life with the F part out loud, only because I need them to realize that you're not worried about what other people think. You don't need to be worried about what you think. And that's what you said too. I'm going to step out of this. I'm going to do my own thing. I don't need to be like them. I'm just going to do what works for me. What'd you do? You just stop giving a right about what they're doing.
Yeah.
And that's the whole entire thing of it, because you knew what you were doing was working for you. You don't have to live off of the same pattern that everybody else lives. Do your own thing. My wife's very unique like that. She's, like, I couldn't even get a Hawaiian shirt from this local store. Everybody's going to have that. So it's just a shirt. Nope, we can't do it. I was like, okay. I mean, I learned that long ago, but it's being unique in your own way that makes you feel good about what you're doing. You don't have to worry about making other people feel good. You don't have to worry about what other people think of you. just make yourself feel good. Love yourself. Be yourself. That's the most important thing, I think. And I think everybody's kind of lost that, especially with Instagram and all these other social medias. Come on, give me a break.
It takes something sometimes to teach that lesson. Like I remember when I was 20, I was working. Look, don't ask me what I was doing. I'm from Brooklyn. I was trying to make a couple bucks. I finally saved up to get a Mercedes when I was 20, right? Wow. Got a Mercedes convertible, all excited, right? I mean, monthly, leased it, but have to put the money down. Right when I got it, picked up one friend, drove around, picked up another, drove around, picked up a third, drove around, and then I'm like, okay, now what? Now I got a $700 a month bill, and like, what am I doing now? Now I'm just gonna drive home and park it. And like, it was such a like wake up moment. Like, what am I trying to do to like show up and show off to other people? Like now I got 36 months of $700. Yeah, so I'll have some fun under here, but for what? Like I could have done that for fun vacation trips like that. So I learned that at like 19, 20, right after that night. And I was driving home like, oh, what did I just lock myself into? You know what I mean? And after that, I was just like, I'm living life for me, enjoy life, always be good person, everything like that. But like, I can never do something because I'm what someone else going to think, or this will look good for that, like, oh, I can't post my negative RR online because people are going to laugh at me about it. It's like, laugh at the payouts, laugh. Let's laugh. I'll cry. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes. Like it was a lesson. It took a lesson like that because I think as a kid, you just want to kind of fit in and be the best and be wanted by everyone, whatever it is. But then like, it's not worth it. That comes naturally when you just being yourself. It really does,
No, I agree with you. I think you're 100% right. And, now that you're saying that out loud, I'm thinking to myself, damn, I just bought my wife an Audi.
Well, if it's for the wife, it's a different deal. That's a different deal. Wives have different statuses, different level. That's a different deal.
Yeah. But I for my wife, it was something for me. I think it's different too, right? Because I could care less, right? I got a 10-year-old Tacoma, cool. I'm good with that. That's all I need. I don't need anything else. I'm not trying to be flashy, whatever. But it was so important for me to get my wife like a luxury car because I wanted her to know that she was worth it. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's what was important to me. And she cried. She went so I sent her on a trip with my girls while I stayed here working. They went to Korea with some of my 3 daughters and her went to Korea for 10 days. And I didn't plan on it. I just did it.
You surprised her with a new car? Mm-hmm. Wow. Okay. That's other level, right?
Yeah. So I picked her up in my truck, came home. It just so happened that I actually had it so that it was angled a certain way in my driveway so you would see it. But at that same week, we had all these massive storms. So the tree had got knocked down at the top of my street. And then the people came from the city to fix it all up. And I was like, oh, so mad.
Ruining the surprise.
Yeah. So I came back the other way from the bottom of my street and she didn't even realize it. She thought, because her other car was white, right? She didn't realize. She just thought it was the car parked. She's like, why is the car parked like that? Whatever. And no BS. We pulled in. She still didn't realize. And then she goes, right? Like, what the? And she's, with a lot of other F words with that. She cried and it was good. It was really good.
That's great.
Yeah. And it was an amazing experience for me. So those are the things that I live for. You know what I mean? I think you understand this, right? When you said, what can I do to take care of my children and pay for the rent, not the rent, sorry, the daycare.
Daycare, yeah.
This is the type of things like, what can I do to make sure she knows she's of value to me in the ultimate fashion? And you know what? Materialistic, she's not. I bought her a $5,000 purse one time. She made me take it back. She said, I don't want that. I was like,
let's go to Canal Street. Get 30 on. Right?
Yeah, no. That's exactly what she was like. I don't want that. I want buy me a plant. That's what she said. I was like, a plant? Okay, you got it. And actually, she just bought me a plant for Father's Day. She bought me a key lime plant.
You were gonna get a ring instead. You were gonna get a new bag instead. You got a plant.
Right. and it was a really good and amazing approach, and that I was able to do for her, because I didn't, there was a long time where I was like, I'm gonna do amazing for my family, and obviously I've been through a lot, right? I got PTSD. There's no lie there. I'm an infantry guy. I didn't tell you guys about my Marine Corps time, but I was infantry. So I have some things that I have to deal with. There's always demons in the so-called closet, if you want to call it. But at the same time, I live for my family, right? I live for myself, to love myself and be happy. But I know why I'm here. I'm here to take care of my family. I'm here to do the hard things when nobody else wants to, right? Do the right thing when nobody's watching. That's what I always say. My kids hate it, right? When I start kind of like saying those words, do the right thing. Nobody. I'm like,
they know the speech already.
shut up already. Just listen to me. Yeah, give me a break. But man, I'm so proud of my kids. My son, he was a firefighter. He went to Army. Oh man, what do they call it? The Guard. Sorry, he went to the Guard and became an Army reservist firefighter and a Fed firefighter by the age of 20. And so he's got that going for him. He's 24 now. My oldest daughter, she's going to school to be a neurosurgeon, of all things.
Amazing. Wow.
Right. I'm like, wow.
Amazing. It's like I wouldn't know what to talk to her about. I'd be like, so how about those brains, huh?
Yeah, when she says those things, I'm like, hey, ChatGPT, can you tell me like what is she saying? Oh man. And my middle daughter, she is so artistic, man. Oh, like she taught herself how to play guitar, piano, ukulele. Wow. She can draw. I mean, hold on. Well, can you guys can't see, but there's some drawings over here. Hold on, though. Let me grab something. I want to show you something. All right. So I'm a big One Piece guy. I'm sure some of you know that as you see me talking in the chat. Okay.
She drew all that?
Yeah, she drew all of that.
Wow.
Really, really good stuff.
That's the best Father's Day gift, man. That's great.
It doesn't get any better than that. It does not get any better than that. And so, and my youngest, she's into dance, and she's very like just always frolicking around the house, and she wants to go on the trampoline, and you got her in gymnastics. I mean, like, God bless.
How old's your youngest one? You said
8. She was turned 8 yesterday.
Yeah.
God blessed me with so many different things, and I'm just thankful and grateful for it every day. I'm a big believer of thanking God for everything. I wake up every morning. When I wake up, I say thank you, God. Even right before I go to sleep, I say thank you, God. That's because we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow.
Yep.
And we should just be grateful that we get to wake up. Everything else is just a blessing. It really is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Really is. But yeah, sorry. That was a little long-winded there. But
no. I mean, I agree. Like sometimes I'm sitting with my wife and we're watching our kids. I tell my wife, I'm like, we're living in the good old days right now. Like these are our good old days. Like, let's enjoy these times, because like in 20 years, we're going to look back at these times. Like these were those moments. Like this is what life's all about. So like, yeah, that's also what like trading has given me, those weekends going out with, you got a family of 6 altogether now, but like, you go out on a weekend, it's costing $500-600 just between stopping to eat, going to an aquarium or something, go buy a random toy. You just, and when you're just forget about the people who might be making $30,000, $20,000 a week, these crazy numbers. If you're just making an extra $2,000 a week, $1,500 a week, that makes your weekends, you don't need to worry about anything that you're doing on your weekends. It gives you that extra spending money. You have a job and you're making an extra $6,000 a month from trading, just taking a couple quick hits a day. Like that's really, that really has given for sure my family such a, just making a better quality of life, I got to say, and less stress for me, because I try to give them this quality no matter what, but I'd be stressed out. Right. Like, you know.
Oh, 100%. 100%. Yesterday, I'm sorry, not yesterday, the day before, my wife, you know, took my daughter to her gymnastics class, and they went to the mall after. And I said, you know, I know her birthday was today, but I was like, oh, just, hey, give her $100 and go let her buy whatever she wants. Because, hey, what are we going to do with our money when we're gone? Nothing. We're not here, right? Might as well use it. It's a tool. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
That's it.
understand money can help, you know, do certain things in life, and I respect that and appreciate it. But I also understand that you can't live and die by the sword when it comes to money. You can't.
Yeah.
It's impossible. You need to live your life the way you need to live. And so
Yeah, because like you said, you don't know what tomorrow brings. So you can go try so hard saving every penny, this and that, and then life changes in an instant for you, and it was all for like nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
100%. I
I heard that noise.
Heard the
I think
noise.
that means there's a giveaway coming.
I you know, the movie that I like a lot, and I watch it quite often with my kids, is it's Kung Fu Panda.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, Master Oogway. You are familiar with the thing that he says about, you know, tomorrow's you know, the future. Yesterday was, you know, the past, but today
a gift.
A
right?
gift. That is why they call it the present.
Yep.
And that for me, it always hits hard. I love that movie, by the way. I like Jack Black, but I love Kung Fu Panda for some reason.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
Yeah, no, that's a good, and it's so true, and it's hard to really know what that means until, like, I don't know if you have like some type of mental shift or like an awakening of something, but like once you really get it, every day is really like you can't get me upset. Like things are so, life is so, like there are people dealing with such terrible things in the world. Like how could I ever be upset about anything? You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. You know, we don't, you know, don't get me wrong. You can be upset about certain things in life, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with being angry. But at the same time, you know, is it worth it? You know, pick and choose your battles for sure. But come on, like, you know, like, especially in this kind of world, I understand you have money involved in trading. And they were talking about this before on the first segment today, right? Like, what kind of approach do you guys have? What's your discretion on, like, if you win or lose a trade? Do you walk away? Do you do you revenge trade? Do you do this? Do you do that? Like, again, I'm gonna be my own self here, but like, if I lose a trade, oh well, next. Like,
right?
What else are you gonna do? There's nothing. You can't go back and turn the clock, right? What else are you gonna do? Just enjoy it, like learn from it and move on.
One thing that helped me with that is when you promise yourself you're not gonna like hurt yourself, do self-harm, like do something against what you want to do. Like, I don't mind losing a trade, but if there's a trade that I'm like, I don't like it, it's kind of the last 2 minutes of the hourly, I wouldn't take this, let me take it, and I take that trade and lose, then I'm mad. But I'm not mad at the trade leader, I'm mad at myself. Like, then I get mad. So one thing that totally changed for my trading is when I said, I'm not going to be mad at myself. I'm not going to get myself mad at myself anymore. And that means if I don't love the trade, I'll wait for the next 5-minute candle. I'm not gonna, so I'll take losses, but I'll never be pissed at myself. You know what I mean? And that definitely keeps you want to be your own friend. Why do you want to be mad at yourself? You're all you got. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Love yourself. And look, there were times that I had to go through some, like I said, I had PTSD and I went through some real big battles in my life. And there was a time not too long ago, you know, maybe about 7-8 years ago, where I didn't love myself. And I had to really work hard at it. And I think that the day I started to figure out that I do love myself again was the day I stopped worrying about what was going to happen next. I don't know what else to say besides that. I still remember crying when I felt that love coming from inside. I was doing a meditation and I found it's like this big ball of energy just hit like my sternum or around that area. It kind of gets me emotional thinking about it. And I found that I actually did love myself because I'm like, hey, wait, this is the same feeling that I get when I feel love for my wife. that's what it is. And I don't know. It was just an amazing feeling. You want me to stream from the beach? What are you, crazy?
You run a long wire. You can't run a wire all the way, a hard wire all the way down to the beach.
No, I don't think I can do that, guys. That's a little bit too much for me. All right, there's the winners. Come on. Some of these names are way too long.
I know. I know.
Muhammad, Kemal. Okay, it's scrolling too fast now that I can't see. Let me try this. GB, Farmer, and SVJ. Congratulations if you're here. Anyways, what else we got going on, brother? Talk to me.
So I caught one little trade over here, you know, just a little closure above the range over here.
Okay.
We went down here, went into this little wick rejection zone I got. Once price closed back above, I got into a buy for 20. I switched down to micros here because my stop losses are normally based on the candle before, and that was like a $1,200 stop loss. So it was just too much for me. So even though we didn't go into drawdown at all over there, this was kind of to set up at a trade. I closed it over here at where I saw resistance, which was pretty much here. And I'm still not against getting back into this trade. You know, like I'll get into a trade sometimes multiple times if it comes back to my entry. So I'm still kind of looking at it. We made a quick $140 on 3 micros there, and you know, two 1 minute candles. So not a bad little scalpy here.
Yeah, actually, I see what you're talking about. I would be probably getting back into this as well, going back up for a long here shortly.
Yeah, I might try to try to catch a little, because I think I made 140 there, and I want to ideally make 150 so I could so I can get that payout today. We'll see if chase, well, that was a really bad fill I just got there. Let's see if chasing $20 is going to cost me $100, which happens. But again, like this isn't something that I'd be upset at myself if I lost, you know. I see price respecting support, and I'm just expecting it to kind of flip back and forth a couple times. The entry wasn't great over here, but besides that, we shall see.
Well, we'll see here, right?
Yeah.
What's your stop at? 20?
52.
52. Okay.
So we'll see. I mean, this would be, you know, it's really not it's only about $100 or so on that loss. So I'd still be up on the day. But it's only
think about it, right? Like you said, right? Like $100. You do that 3-4 times a day, copy trade across 5 different accounts. That's $2,500.
Exactly. And you know, social media, like you were saying, how it kind of tricks you or makes you think differently. It's like social media make you think that you need to catch 50 points and make $800 or $1,500 a day per account because you're seeing some people do it, which you don't even know if they're really doing it, right?
Right. Exactly. Let's
see.
Here we go. Come on, guys.
Let's see if I can get this little push real quick.
Come on.
It's trying for me.
What what's that EMA or that you have set there? What level is that at?
Yeah, so I use the 7 and the 20. The 20 I kind of use as like a stop loss in a way, like where I'm assuming like price might come back up here before turning back.
Right.
And the 7 I use more of an entry. So like, for instance, here, if I was in a short, I would try to get entered off the 7 and have the 20 as the EMA on my short, you know, kind of like, so I would trail my stop down following the 20 EMA. I'm not really liking how this is looking. The fact that we're not closing below this is kind of okay for me right now, but obviously this is not where we want to be right now. But
yeah, like I see what you're saying here. Okay.
So we took an L on that one, but still up on the day here. And you know, like I said, that's not a trade I'm upset about. Like I would have taken that every time, and eventually, of course, you take L's. Like that's how it goes. So
yeah, and
we're gonna keep it going.
You know, you still, you never know. Things can happen, right? Days can change. You can go through this and that. That's just how it is. It doesn't really matter, to be honest with you, as long as we're all enjoying like the learning process of trading with each other, trading with ourselves, and becoming something that we believe in ourselves is going to be the best for us. Like, that's it. And look, bro, you're doing great, bro. I could see you. All you need is, 20, 30 accounts. You live in the good life.
That's
Living
it.
the good life.
That's it. It's I've been trading now for about 4 years, been profitable for probably like a little over three, and I've been posting on Twitter since then. So you could literally go to my Twitter, scroll back to like 2023 and see me doing pretty much the same trades, always still making $150, $200, never anything crazy. It's the same thing. You'll see some accounts where someone's posting these huge wins for like 2 months straight, and then all of a sudden they disappear. Like, what happened? Like, what happened to that person? I've been doing the same slow and steady 3 years now, posting my payouts, doing all that. It's like, not selling anything because I don't have the time. Like, I don't want to sell something and then not be able to deliver like for something. So this is all for like, the love of the game, make a little extra money, have some fun, show people what I'm doing and that anyone can do it because a simple dude like me could do it. And that's pretty much how I like to show it,
No, I agree. I think that's the best way to do it. And I think you have the perfect mindset, man. You really do. Like, you're humble. You understand that, you don't need to be, making all these crazy moves just to make money. Base hits, man, base hits.
Yeah.
That's it. And I think you got some really good strategies here. I love the way you have your key levels put here. Do you make those, by the way? I didn't ask you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I make them like this simple. See, I had to do something quick because when I was first learning to trade, I was like, I had a full-time job and stuff like that. So I have to be like quick on it and be able to get onto an entry. So really I just get on the 30-minute and just make my horizontal lines pretty much where I'm looking for a lot of wick touches or closures. So like right here, I'd pretty much have like, here, some closures. And I just pretty much just write them up on the 30-minute, just like this. I could do it in like, 5 seconds pretty much. You're just looking for these closures or wick touches where price is doing something. And then I drop down to the 5-minute to figure out where to go.
Yeah. See, I mean, guys, people, everybody watching, like, it could really be this easy for you. You just have to understand what works for you. Yeah. This is, really cool,
and that's
man.
it. And you see, I just follow price, right? Like price closes above support. I usually do a buy on the break of the next candle to go up to the next level. That was really what this trade was. When price starts respecting support, I wait for a confirmation. We'll follow price down. I'll follow price up and down all day,
Yeah, no, I get it. I think then that's the way it should be. Yeah, man, that's awesome that you're able to do it the way you do. Most people wouldn't understand the support and resistance moves that you're kind of making here. And I like it because for me, it's a simplistic way to approach the market without having XYZ indicators kind of chomping down at your throat while you're looking at the chart. Because don't get me wrong, I have a bunch of different indicators. Obviously, I already told you. Will I host I don't know if I will particularly, but next week, which I wanted to say this before we go, next week, I think we'll have Ike and Ash actually go battle.
Trade off.
One-on-one. Let's go.
Let's do it.
And we'll have it right here. Everybody can see it. We'll have a nice split screen. We'll have it. You'll like it. Trust me.
Yeah.
You'll
I'll
like
show you
it.
this trade I took because I trade while I'm on the go too. I trade from my phone a lot. So here's this trade I took while walking to work, making a quick 200 in the funded account. Now let me show this. So here I'm just walking to work. I'm actually right across from the bull over here on Wall Street. I go walk over to bull. I was already seeing. I was looking for a buy over here for a wick fill, but figured let me make a little video here. Walk over to the bull, ask him what he thinks. He tells me do the buy. We put the buy in there. Skip a little bit over here, get the buy in. There's the nuts. All right. Walking around and pretty much quick 10 points. There was the trade at the end of it. But like, I'm always walking around, taking trades like throughout the day. Like it doesn't need to be something where you spend your whole day marking up and studying. You could literally see what you're looking for, get your trade, get your money, and just move on. You don't need to take it as seriously as like like, you know, we're just trading here. We're not saving the world. We're not doctors. We're just trading, trying to make some money. You don't need to take it that seriously. You know what I mean?
I agree. All right. Well, everybody, thank you for today. Appreciate
Thank
your
you,
time
Aaron.
today, man. It was
Yeah.
really fun talking to you. I know
Same.
you have a lot of good things with your trading strategy, and I think everybody should be paying attention. But until next time, I won't be here too often, but when I am, I appreciate all of you. So we'll catch you next time.
Thank you, guys.